That would certainly explain that. No, that's what I'm saying. That would explain why no one's there. Because I forgot to turn the stream on. It should be running now. Oops. Well, I guess it was a Twitch stream today. Pro streamer. I know, right? Well, I guess there's the answer for why no one's chatting in the YouTube side. There literally wasn't a stream. No, let me show you. So... there we go. I have separate buttons here for streaming on which channels. And yeah, I didn't click the second one. Oops. Well, it is what it is. I am a professional. Bro, will you ever update your wallpapers repo? I didn't update my fucking, my dot files, let alone my wallpapers repo. Wait, actually, 1 second, let me do that, put that one there. Yeah, that's a lot better, okay. Yeah, I haven't fucking pushed out dot files in God knows how long. Yeah, I guess we can go this way. Well, I should do it because it serves as a backup of my dot files. I just stopped doing it at one point, and then when I stopped doing it, I never started doing it again. So, yeah. The answer to your question is yes, when I actually get around to updating my dot files. Are you serious? A fucking archer got me? Archer, yeah. Well, hey, at least I found out the stream wasn't working before we got to the React segment, and then I didn't have the VOD. You know, it could be worse. It could certainly be worse. Okay, there we go. Now the archer's dead. Bye. He's gonna come back up. What does he do? Is he gonna de-aggro? What is he? I actually don't know what he's gonna do. No, I don't record when I'm streaming. I think he's just gonna chill down there. Okay. And I might change that, but like right now, I have the problem of, you know, I already don't have a ton of system resources to share. So I can't exactly spare some to record the stream as I'm going as well. Well. Honestly, with end of financial year coming up, I probably should buy it soon. Because I was going to buy a new CPU last Black Friday. Was it last Black Friday? No, last Christmas. Yeah, and the reason I didn't is the CPU I was going to buy was out of fucking stock. Do I have plague items? Yeah, it was out of stock at the time, so I couldn't fucking buy it. And then I put it off, and I didn't buy it after that. And now we're here. Oh, what am I gonna get? Probably, I don't know, it would be some 9000 series CPU. I've had people actually seriously suggest to me, buy a 5000 series CPU. It's like, why would I buy that? Where, like, why would I upgrade to the top of a dead platform when I could upgrade to a not dead platform? Yeah, so it's gonna be CPU, RAM, motherboard upgrade. It's gonna be a big one. Because I'm still on DDR4 right now. Like, if I could only afford to get a 5800 or whatever, it makes way more sense to just not buy anything and then just wait longer and then do a full upgrade then. Is that what? 36, whatever the 3600X is. I think that's AM4? I don't remember. Didn't do what I did and... Oh, don't do what I did and break the USB 3 header. Oh, no. Well, I'll make sure I don't do what I did and fucking break the CPU. AM3 was FX. Ah, okay. Wait, really? Wait, were they on AM3 for that long? Because I bought an FXC... Like, my last system before my current one was an FX system. And that was like... That was in high school. If you break a pin now, you break the motherboard. That's so much better. No, that's fine. No, if I break the... Oh, no, I break a $200 motherboard instead of a $700 CPU. Like, yeah, obviously, that's not good, right? I'd rather not break it. But at the same time, I'd much rather break a motherboard than a CPU. Right, like, of the choices I have there, that is a much better choice. My CPU is more expensive than my motherboard now. What are you running? Oh, I'll probably have to buy a new CPU fan as well. Because they would have changed the bracket layout, wouldn't they? I don't know if they have, but I'm gonna assume they've probably changed the bracket layout. Makes you wonder why that was never the original design of motherboard and CPU pins. It's the way Nvidia's done it for... When did Nvidia start doing LGA? Like, how long has NVIDIA done LGA for? Intel. Sorry, Intel. My brain keeps fucking dying. Intel, the fucking CPU company, not NVIDIA. NVIDIA is making CPUs now. I didn't know that. Well, I know they have, like, mobile chips. I didn't know they had anything else. Oh, that's how we get up here. I think the 468 socket was the last PGA, so 775. So what, like, 30 fucking years ago? Okay, close enough. 21 years ago. LGA 775 socket T, 2004. That would be Intel Pentium 4, Core 2 Duo, Core 2 Quad, Core 2 Extreme. What was the predecessor? 478 was PGA. Yeah, so you are right. The Wikipedia page is saying the release date's 2004. And 478 is 2001. Unless they did a rename at some point. Because that would be well in... That's definitely XP by that point, isn't it? What year was XP? 2003? 2004? I don't actually know what year XP is. 2001. Oh, wait. They fucking dropped that very quickly after Millennium, didn't they? And after 2000. Holy shit. I didn't realize it was that soon after. Wow. Oh my god. Good job, Brody. Good fucking throw. All Ryzen 9000 chips have integrated graphics. You'll need to disable this in UEFI if you want to use hardware acceleration in the Steam client. Steam and Linux will get confused if there's an AM... I assume that's probably on the Arch Wiki, isn't it? That's weird. I would have assumed it would just detect it. Wait, doesn't the 3600X have a iGPU as well? I thought it did. Maybe I'm misremembering. At least on GNOME it didn't. Okay. Only specific models do. Oh. Wait, is this a problem on NVIDIA chips then? So I know NVIDIA's basically always had graphics. Or actually, or did they stop? Did they do a model split as well where they have them? Oh, only the G chips have it. Oh. Hi, Yannick. I've turned the stream on. I forgot to do that for the first hour and a half. Welcome. I was streaming on Twitch. It's not like I wasn't streaming, but I forgot to turn it on. Do I keep... Okay, just assume when I say NVIDIA, I mean Intel.
I can do it.
I don't know what my brain is doing today. I have no idea why I keep saying the wrong company. Bye. I only woke up this time, not in the middle of the night. Okay, I see. Hey, Brody, that video I found from that NixOS VTuber, it's a good video. Honestly, it has useful insight. Wait, hold up. Sorry. What NixOS VTuber are we talking about? Is this a different person than I thought we're talking about? Is this another Nick? Hold up. What is this person's name? I need to know. Because we might be talking about different people. Because I literally accepted a friend request from a NixOS VTuber the other day. But this might be an entirely different person. And I think it is an entirely different person. Yo, Solo, how's it going? Nekumi. Not even remotely the same person I thought we were talking about. Okay. Okay, yes, I will definitely reach out to them. Did you change from KDE to Neri for your daily driver? That I did. Been on here for a little while now. And I do agree that I should drag Chris on the show to bully him about Neri. I like this idea.
Is it really you?
No. It's not me. Here's the video, by the way. Thank you for the biddies. I feel like that alert should be a little bit longer. Because there's definitely more sound there. What about doing a final KD review now that you switched away? Okay. It's a different... Right. Yes, we talked about this person yesterday. Okay. I didn't realize they were a NixOS person as well.
Is everything packaged just fine on that Chan? Don't move.
Oh god, what is this?
Next Chan never changes
what is this intro?
You can always count on it. Super easy to build stuffies on that Chan. You're the smartest.
I hate this intro so much.
Without icky stuffies.
Where did you find this text?
Best. One package manager to bring them all. Wiki magic stuffies. Switching dev stuffies the breezy with that.
What is this?
I'm gonna out packages without icky.
Wait, this goes on for like a minute. It goes on for 2 minutes. Let's go to the actual intro.
My apologies for whatever the fuck that you guys just want. I just want to say I have spent like hours just editing that part. So please show some appreciation, okay? That's what you have to do.
Yeah, I'll definitely reach out to them. That was the person we saw yesterday who had the what do you call it? The racing. You know what I'm saying? The dot files. The dot files, that's what I'm thinking. That's the word I'm trying to say. Yo, Ren! I forgot to turn the stream on. How's it going?
They said you were dead.
Well, I forgot to turn the YouTube part of the stream on.
I knew you would save us.
Arch and... I see.
Though, Yulian's been taken to the execution.
I've been streaming on Twitch for the past 2 hours, but I didn't turn YouTube on. I just forgot to.
Floor. Hurry. Those bastards are going to feed him.
Bastards! So we're missing one of those. Wonder what that one is. Considering all of the plague rocks, I'm worried this is going to be a plague boss. I thought I said the Cave of Goon for a second. Welcome to the Goon Cave. Guess we'll put some points into stamina as well. What a shame. Now I have 2 less hours you stream to sleep with at night. I think Twitch has VODs. Well, it does. I don't know if I've disabled them though. I don't think I have. Have you thought of doing another installing ancient disc? Yes, I have. Twitch VODs are disabled. Okay. I don't know if that's default or I did it. I feel like it's not default, but I think if I recall correctly, there was like a big copyright thing where people encouraged others to turn like the VODs off. I think that's what it was. I think like Twitch copyright was like fucking around or something, and people were worried that I think people were getting DMCA claims for VODs they'd already deleted or something. But yeah, no, I definitely thought of well, I want to do one on the, I think it was KD1 Rel. Yeah, oh, sorry, it wasn't even Rel, it was Red Hat Linux at the time. Yeah, so it's like Red Hat 2.2 or something like that had KDE1 available. And honestly, I'd like to go back even further than that and look at like the original desktop it had pre-KDE. Because pre-KDE, I don't actually know what it would have been running at the time. Like, probably like CWM, I reckon. Yeah, I reckon it was probably running CWM or maybe TWM? Why not review things that are current? Well, this would be a main channel stream thing. Rather than like a review video. But no, I definitely would like to do like a KD retrospective. You want a challenge? I don't know why I didn't even think of doing that. That's like a really fucking obvious idea. Are you fucking kidding me? And I don't really have any interest in doing like a, this is a GNOME review, this is a fucking KDE 6 point blah blah blah. At least if I'm not running it right now. I don't know. I think Nick is doing like really good good videos on that. I saw it technically wasn't like a 6.4 exclusive because it covered things that were in like the earlier numbered releases. But I think Nick is doing really good work on that front. So is this just the I think this was just the chest up here.
Every Godam time I try to buy Steam trading cards for badges. They rate limit me Steam. I am giving you money. WTF are you doing?
You're not giving them the right kind of money. Bye. Okay, that's nothing there. I guess this way. No, it's not a crime, but at the same time, I don't have anything to add to that conversation. don't know. There's no saying I wouldn't do it. It's just a matter of the right topic at the right time, I guess. Right, like, I have no interest in giving that sort of coverage to, like, GNOME. But I definitely wouldn't be opposed to doing it for KDE. And I do it for Cosmic, right? Right? Like, I feel like I'm the only one who kind of does it for Cosmic. Now that I think about it, has there been a Cosmic release? Like, since I last talked about it? Because I was under the assumption that the answer is no. Yeah, no, last release was still Alpha 7. It would be interesting to see more software reviews and stuff over mostly Java. I really like it. If you like GNOME, like, that's cool. It's just, I have no interest in GNOME at this point. As I said before, I want to do a video on the 8-bit Do controller. And I want to do some... And I want to do a video on using Open Deck to configure the Stream Deck.
This is what we
And I got some Neri stuff I want to do as well.
loyal to General Khazan.
You know what? Actually, this is like... I didn't even... Okay, I can't tab out like that. Give me a second. Maybe this is more of a programmery one. But I kind of want to do one on, like, IPC stuff. So, like, taking the IPC and then, like, merging features together as sort of a way to create new features. It's more of like a, how do you break down a programming problem like that? That could be fun. Honestly, you should probably start Home Lab to get an entirely new set of content possibilities. It's not like I have like no ideas. But yes, I've definitely heard people... I know people love the Home Lab sort of deal. I just don't really have any... Well, here's the thing, right? I don't have anything to, like, to really say on that front. I don't do the Home Lab stuff. Now, you know, do you know what what's actually something would be different that I could talk about? I have sort of got, like, a growing interest in... Oh, God, hello. For content variety? No, that's fair. I have got a growing interest in like, Linux sim racing. Honestly, the only reason I don't have a sim racing setup is I'm struggling to find the place that I would put it. But, like, there's definitely... I don't think that there's, like, really anyone talking about how to do sim racing on Linux. And I don't think a lot of people are even aware that, like, sim racing works literally perfectly. Maybe not entirely. There's a couple of things to watch out for, but, like, a lot of sim racing gear is just upstreamed. Like, Logitech's gear... Oh, great. Logitech's wheels, they're just fully upstreamed. We used to have that guy with Flight Sim in his name. I don't know, probably busy playing flight sims. I don't know. I don't know, people come into chat, they leave every so often. Can we kill him? Fuck. This is a problem. Where did he go? Oh, he's down there now. God. I'm just gonna leave him and hopefully it despawns him. Oh, maybe, wait, can we get him? What's he gonna do? Wait, is he gonna, how long is he gonna follow us? Did he get stuck there? If we go here, it'll despawn him. I don't know where he's gone. I'm messing with ShareX and Wine tonight as I do not have the skills to write custom KD plugin for image sharing to something other than Imgur. ShareX rings a bell. The music, the combat music's not stopped. Is that the boss? That is the boss. We're missing a gem or whatever it's called. That's good. Okay. Is that one down there? Hold up. Is that one I already got? No, I think that's one I've already got. Steam thinks the Covenant Anti-Lele is a game I'd love. Well, would you? Maybe they're onto something. Okay, this is kind of annoying that I've missed it. What is the inconceivable truth? Let me just find this. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Because I've not missed any in any of the areas I've gone to. Inconceivable truth, soul stones. Where is? Okay, I definitely got the first one. Let's have a look, see if we can find them. Okay, that's the first one. Okay, that's the one. That's the second one I've already got. Third one. Wait, did I just walk right past it? From the Cave of Glue. I literally walked right past it. Okay. Back to the Cave of Goon. Okay, that one? Oh, is it in here? Oh, no wonder I fucking missed it in this location. Take the path on the right and look at the wall of red crystal. It's next to the red crystal is next to all of the fucking other red crystals. Oh, it's right. Fuck off. Why the fuck? Why would you put it right next to another red crystal that's the exact same red? Fuck you, game. Can I get back up there? How much do I have? 8,000? You know what? Just kill me. I don't even care. I'm colorblind. I never would have... No, this is not a colorblind situation. No, it is... It's the same red. Like, I'm not colorblind. It's literally the same color. That's just the devs being fucking assholes. Yeah. Yeah. What up, Ori? Will you play it? It's not working. I cannot get the game to function anymore. I thought I was like slightly. No, at least unless I'm colorblind, it seems like the same color. I'm pretty sure I'm not colorblind though. Yeah, so Ori just stopped working. So yeah, we're not gonna. If I stream it, I have to stream it from my Steam Deck because it literally will not open on this system. Yeah, I would have liked to finish it, but you know. I could certainly try capturing from my Steam Deck. But that's the only option I got. What the fuck are you? Is it a tiger? Yay, another beast boss. Oh god! Fuck you! No, go back to Expedition 33 with that bullshit. I just got teleported away from him. Oh, and it does plague damage. Yay. Why am I getting knocked back when that happens? Ooh! Yes, it's Mr. Beast. It's literally Mr. Beast. Have I tried? No, I did try it. Yep. Tried it with GameScope. Tried it with GameScope with a bunch of options. Tried with some launch options. Basically every single thing that you're gonna think of suggesting, I've tried. If you've got a suggestion, I will happily take one, but if it's like one of the obvious things, I've done it. Oh, God. Oh, no, okay, yep, okay. Last time we killed Bringus, now we're fighting Mr. Beast. Like, I don't even know what it could be. I changed Proton versions. I tried really old Proton versions. I uninstalled the game. I tried to launch the game. I uninstalled the game. Got rid of my save, like my, got rid of, like, the cloud save of my system. And then tried to launch it like that. Didn't help. Yep, tried dropping the shader cache. Deleted my entire shader cache. Not just for the game, for everything. Verified all the files. Uninstalled every possible thing I could uninstall, reinstalled it. Yep. As I said, I tried basically every possible thing that you can think of that's like really obvious. Reinstall Arch. I didn't try that. Right, okay, yeah, he does a... Okay, so when he does the swing back, he'll jump backwards. Okay, okay, okay. Launcher with Umu Proton. I could certainly try... Well, I don't know how the save file is handled, right? Like, hold on. Is Ori sold on any other store? Like, is it sold on, like, the Epic store or something like that? Because I'm not going to buy the game again. That's not going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely on the Microsoft store. No, Will-O-the-Wisp. It's on Geo... No, second game. I'm not gonna buy the game again, but, like... And, like, play it in, like, fucking Lutris or something. I guess, like, maybe that could fix it. But, like, again, it's a matter of, do I care enough about the game to try ridiculous solutions? The answer is no. I don't. Oh my fucking god. Like, as cool as the game is, I just don't give a shit enough to try stupid shit. Steam and Xbox, no GOG. Okay, I see. Do you ever reinstall after you try Butterfest? Maybe. Like, I guess I could try it. I know people have told me about it for a long time. Oh, yay! I think this might just be a long fight rather than like a difficult one. Like, that's what it's looking like to me. But if it's been weird because I'm what? Nope, fuck that up. Okay, use the new attack. There's not. Oh, okay. Also, one of his arms is also now plagued. Great, this is good. Try running with Wine Wayland DRV. I've not tried the Wine Wayland driver. No. But also, I don't know how you enable that with Proton. No! Fuck! Okay, gotta be very careful with that one. So you don't end up getting... Very rough, very rough. It's fine, we didn't... It didn't go. As long as we don't get hit, it's fine. Even if we get stunned a bit. Okay. There. Okay, and he's gonna do that. Oh, hitting the head does more damage. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Okay, and then the hitbox on that is so funky. Like, I'm not even getting hit by. That one I'm getting hit by. Are you fucking kidding me? This is gonna be a long one. It's own Proton 10G. I guess I could try that. I doubt it's gonna make a difference, but I'll try it after the stream. If that works, that's cool. I'm not making any promises though. Because my expectation is it's not going to change anything. But hey, if it does, that's cool. Be serious. We're dead. Reset. Fucking reset. Just reset it. Actually, you know what? I was going to say don't reset it, but I'd change. Yeah, whatever. This is going to be a very, very long fight. This is one of the complaints I do hear about this game quite often, that the fights are just some of the enemies have just way too much health. I think this might be a prime example of an enemy that does. No, there are error logs. They just don't mean anything. Literally, the error logs are just saying the game sec faulted. Like, there's nothing useful in them. And I did see someone else that had reported a similar problem. The issue is there was... Like, the solution was nothing that it just wasn't a real problem. They just played the game again and it just started working. Which isn't very useful. Decompile the game and find the bug. Yeah. Honestly, might be quicker. Dead! We're not dead. If you get hit by that, you're cooked. Why did that not hit me? What? What? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Wait. What? We're like 7 attempts into the fight, and he just did a new attack. Right, okay, sure. Dead. Dead. We're dead. No, we're dead. Yeah, so I got no idea. I got no idea for the game. Classic Souls like dying to a new attack after killing the same boss 100 times. Mr. Beast is so strong. Yes. Honestly, this is not a hard fight. It's just way too fucking long. Which means you gotta not make mistakes for a really long fucking time. I'm dead. If you don't perfect that one, you just lose all your stamina and get instantly killed. You either have to not be hit by it or you have to perfect it. This is going to be one of those ones that we're going to be here for a bit. Is there any news on Cosmic on when the next beta's coming? I have no idea. I was just looking before, and it's been like 2 months since there's been anything. So I don't know either. And I would certainly like to know. I think the answer is it'll be ready when it's ready. Are you fucking kidding me? Another new attack! Another fucking new one! Dead! We're dead. Nope, we're not dead. Oh, there actually is a point you can attack there. I didn't realize that. It was just at his head. Okay. Okay, this is going. This is going. You fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, why is the timing so fucking broken on these attacks? Put the goddamn symbol when the attack happens. Like early times where you saw that symbol, it would be like, okay, you press the fucking button when the thing's happening. Now it's like, oh, like 3 seconds later, that's when the attack actually happens. Dead. Again, if you fuck that up, you just die. Nope, I give up on Ori. I'm just never gonna play Ori again on stream at this stage. Did I play Triplies before? I opened it to do some Ori testing, and then, that's it. But no, I've given up on Ori. I've spent so much time in the game to try to fix it, I don't care anymore. I don't care enough about the game to spend any more time on it. Yo, thank you for the biddies. Appreciate it. What the fuck was that attack? What the fuck was any of that? What was that? I don't know. It'll be in the... I guess we could do Split Fiction next week. Otherwise, I was gonna start Metal Gear. And if I don't start Metal Gear next week, I'll start it in this slot when I finish this game. I'm not sure. I'll talk to you about it after the stream. You'll skip the Metal Gear stream because you don't want spoilers. We'll just play the game along me, and then start the game. Here's what you do, right? Start the game, because you're going to get further in it than I do, because you're probably going to play it more often, because I'll play it like 4 hours a week. I fucking hate the counter on this attack. On this fucking enemy, I fucking hate this counter. Jesus Christ. Put the goddamn symbol when the attack happens. What game are you starting? The PS1 game. We're gonna start on the fucking NES game. This might be one. This might be one of those fights where we just luck into it by getting an attack combo that doesn't fucking suck. Metal Gear Solid 1. Yes, whatever the PS1 is, the PS1 game is. Okay. Okay, slightly too early. We still got it though. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I kind of want to go back to the enemies that have stamina now, not whatever this is. Like, I didn't like the stamina enemies when I was doing them before. Now I miss them. Now I really miss the stamina enemies. They're a lot more chill than this bullshit. Fuck you! Okay. I'm happy we do what do you call it? Break damage from blocking. This fight would be so much worse if we didn't have that. If we were using any other weapon. Fuck you! What is that timing? That does not make any fucking sense! Oh my god! What the fuck is that timing? So it's like... What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Jesus fucking Christ. I think this might be the worst boss in the game, actually. Like, I'm generally not a fan of beast bosses because every fucking game that has beast bosses does bullshit like this. And this is, like... But this actually might be the worst one so far. Okay, we blocked it that time. Okay. 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 Sweet, do that. Knock off some more. That's fine. In the right spot, at least. No, oh, we got it. Yep. Hey, look at that. Got some free hits in. Okay. Honestly, I might save my demon form just as like a savior. Wait, what was the fuck was that? He can do a double spin? Okay. Okay, and there we go. Do that. Fuck you! Fuck you! No, we're just doing that. I don't care. No. That was bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. What is that? Okay. 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 Oh my god, we got it. And that is the fight, right? Okay, maybe one more hit. There it is. Fuck you. Awful fight. God awful fight.
General!
0 deaths though. We never died. Punch him in the head. Give him a kiss.
General, Julian wishes to speak with you.
Does he now? Hello, Julian.
General, it is so good to see you again. I prayed you.
I know it's always good to see me.
I came here intentionally, sir. If I'd stayed in Vitalon, I would have been dead.
In vitamin?
General, there's something I must speak to you about. Please, listen carefully.
I am listening.
Yes, my family's name was helpful at first, but I went to Osmar to ask his help
Ozma?
in clearing your name.
Boraku Ozma. Oh, cutscene.
But it was all for nothing. They told me he was a traitor like you, and had already been executed. I regret to say I was in despair. You arrested and disgraced, Ozma executed. What hope was left? But then secret word came to me.
That
from
boss
someone
actually
who had
was
seen
fucking
Ozma
awful though.
alive.
Holy shit.
She knew him, and had once been his apprentice. She said Ozma was alive.
Do you know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of the fucking
But then she died,
gorilla fight in
suddenly and
Sekiro.
Strangely. before she could reveal
Absolute
any more.
bullshit, garbage mechanics.
After that, I started
Weird ass
asking more
fucking
questions,
hitboxes.
afraid of the danger. If only I could discover the truth. The truth that Ozma's death was a lie, and that he must indeed still be alive.
Hey, it could be worse. It could be
There
a
was much
fucking, like,
risk.
a pig boss, where, like,
I found
the
I
hit is
saw
just,
him,
like, it's, like,
alive,
they just, like, slightly
waiting in
move,
secret with
and it's, like,
the
that's the hit, and that's all
Everything
you
that
see.
has happened is part of Ozma's plan.
No.
This cannot be.
You know me, General. Would I ever dare lie to you?
I must know the truth for myself. I must go find Ozma.
Ooh. Plot. I do like these cutscenes. These are really cool. It's like a very distinct style.
Ozma! Why are you doing this?
Games have gotten way too comfortable with, like, using the in-game models for cutscenes that we've lost a lot of the stylistic stuff you saw in older games where they couldn't do that.
The time has come.
Come.
Tell me where I must go. I don't know where Ozma is.
I don't
But I
know.
know Trocker is in Aldavir, Ozma's closest mage ally. If you find her, she'll know where he is.
Oh,
Everything you used to say about Ozma, General. He seemed so pure and honorable.
And now he's a bitch. What are we, 83 now? I was gonna craft a new spear.
Oh, look at
Oh.
that.
What do we have? What are the new sets we have? Oh, we saw this one before. That's not new. Defector. This game really wants you to use a fucking greatsword. I don't want to use the greatsword, though. Like, I feel like the spear is just a better weapon. Craft. Where is it? Grab one of those. Money is kind of a meme in this game, though. Like, money is worth basically nothing. Honestly, I don't even know why there is a gold system with how little it actually gets used. Where's my helmet? That one. Oh, hey, it's Brody on Flannel? Flannel? Oh, Flannel. Oh, sorry, I can't read. Sorry, I'm a fucking moron. Flannel, yes. Yeah, I have my picnic blanket, jacket. I do like my picnic blanket. It is very comfy. I don't know. As I've said before, I dress like I'm either like a 20-year-old hipster or I'm 50 years old. It's basically the same thing. I look at anything else and I'm just like, it just doesn't really make any sense to wear. Picnic basket. Yes. I guess we'll just extract lacrima for everything. I don't even care at this point with the rest of this gear. Get rid of that. Like, we're so close to the end of the game at this point. Like, it doesn't even matter what gear I'm using. Things have been going well enough so far. Like, you've probably seen it in a podcast recently, actually. I have the... Give me a second, I'll grab it. It's right over here. I also have this. I have the flannel cloak. This one's green flannel instead of brown flannel. But it's basically the same fucking thing. See, here's my problem. Okay, do you want to know what my problem is? I want to buy a fucking jumper that is warm, that is not a fucking puffer jacket. I don't want to wear a fucking puffer jacket. You don't understand how much I dislike them. Sorry, I forgot to swap back to the game. There we go. I genuinely hate puffer jackets. I think they look ridiculous. I don't want to wear a fucking life jacket everywhere I go. I don't know why they're popular. I probably sound like a boomer right now. I know that. I don't care. I don't like puffer jackets. I have no idea where you even get the upgrade stuff for these guys. I don't know if it's like a new game plus thing or something, or I've missed some item. Oh god, we have another 30. Okay. Upgrade stats. Puffer jackets make you look like the Michelin. Yeah, you know what? I think you're onto something.
I'm so happy we got Julian out, sir. When I heard he had been sent to the Linon mine, I feared the worst. I think going to Aldavir is our best move.
Oh, side mission.
General, I found a laboratory while exploring El Revoca.
A laboratory?
Everything in it is connected to the...
You found a
Empire's fallen
toilet?
mages. And those four were particularly loyal to Ozma. Ozma is obviously connected in some way to El Revoca.
Ah.
If we search a little more, we might
obviously.
find more information on his plans.
Yes, it is. What is the temperature right now? Let's find out. Now, I'm not going to show it on the screen because it's probably going to show exactly where I am. It is currently... It's currently 15°C. So it's not, like, crazy cold. It was, like, 7 when I was doing the podcast this morning. That was more unpleasant. A lot more unpleasant.
I've heard Ald...
This country is taking upside down seriously. We pride ourselves on being upside down. Okay, none there. Okay, let's go to... Yeah, we'll go to Defrona over here. Oh, hello. New section? Oh, okay, this is like the third... Okay, so it's like the third act, I guess, is where we're at now. Personally, I can handle cold. You can always put on more layers. That's true. That's true.
Ozma.
If I'm too hot, I'm just screwed. Just take all your clothes off. It's fine. Speak to Julian to proceed with this mission. Oh, okay. So Julian actually has a side quest for us right now then. No, you know what? You know what I think are really cool and should be more common out in the rest of the world? I don't know why kotatsu are really only a thing in Japan.
I decided that decision almost... General, my brother Adric
Everyone
and the
should have
others are still in the
kotatsu.
mine. That day when we escaped the mine, not everyone was able to make it out.
My curse in life is that I hate summer. We take school break in summer. Yeah, our Christmas break is summer because Christmas here is summer.
I can't leave him behind. Please, give me permission to go back and find him.
Which is how you get Australian... Which is how you get Australian Santa. Let me show you Australian Santa. You don't know what a kotatsu is. Okay, I'll show you. This cat image should demonstrate it quite well. It is basically a table with a blanket in it, and there's like a heater under the table, like right here. That is what a kotatsu is. It makes your balls warm. That is exactly what it does. You know what? Here we go. This is great. This works. Australian Santa. Here's some clip art of Australian Santa. It's just a dude. Australian Santa is basically just like your uncle. Like, the Santa part's kind of gone half the time. Let me see if I can find the parody song. Yeah, here we go. Aussie Jingle Bells. I don't know if I've ever showed this. I don't know if this is gonna be DMCA, probably, but we'll see.
Dashing through the bush in a rusty Holden ute.
Also, apologies for the left audio.
Esky in the boot, Kelpie by my side, singing Christmas songs. It's summertime and I am in my singlet, shorts and thongs. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Christmas in Australia on a scorching summer's day. Hey! Jingle bells.
My left ear likes this. I know some people are a bit weird about left, like, single channel audio. I forgot about that bit. Random. I forgot about the casual Australian racism. Holy shit. Why is that there? I don't know.
Engines getting hot. Dodge the kangaroos. Swaggy climbs aboard.
It's just out of fucking nowhere.
Emily is there, sitting by the pool. Christmas Day, the Aussie way, by the barbecue.
Ah, yes, the barbecue, my favorite way to rhyme. So there you go. There's Aussie Jingle Bells. Enjoy. I think single channel should be duplicated to both ears. Yeah, the audio's clearly just broken on that video.
New arrival. From what I can tell, they seem honest. Maybe now you are strong enough to unlock. Tell me.
Oh, we have
what you
enough.
Desire to gain from
I
the
guess we
soul
grabbed health
stones,
increase.
You require more soul stones to unlock more effects.
Let's see. I guess we can dump stuff in here as well, even though I don't use this system. There we go. I've literally never used that system, but I might as well upgrade it with the resources only used for that system. Do we go escaping Linon Mine, or I guess this is level 79. I guess we should go for the 75 one. 75 one makes more sense. Oh. I don't actually have any idea what the plans are for Christmas. I'm not sure what my parents are doing.
Thank you for coming with me, General. There could be others we have.
Because a lot of the time I end up just going to my sister's place because she lives fairly nearby.
I'll stay with you. I'll cover the areas we missed.
Usually head over there, like usually for like Boxing Day. Drink copious amounts of alcohol. And then realize that was a bad idea. And then do it again next year. Don't punch your sister. Are you speaking from experience? Where did that come from? Oh, hello. Can you stop nutting everywhere? Oh, is that what that... Yes, I am aware of the video. Thank you for the 20th person to tell me about the PewDiePie video. No, it's my stupid running gag whenever you mention Boxing Day. I await the PewDiePie Stop Killing Games video. I await the PewDiePie joining Mastodon video. At least then there would be someone on Mastodon who's not insane. I really hope they don't hide the fucking crystals anywhere stupid this time.
Who dares awaken the spirit of the...
I don't know, it's a cool world to be in, right? Seeing someone that you watched quite a bit growing up. Like, I didn't like PewDiePie's content early on, so I'm not someone who's like super attached to that. But even so, like seeing someone like that who like, you know, is like, I think he just fell out of the top 10 creators on YouTube. I think like just yesterday he dropped out of the top 10. Like seeing someone like that talk about Linux, it is kind of wild. I guess if we go down here, we can't get back up, at least for now. Oh, there was a ladder there. Oh, ladder, a rock, whatever you could fall onto. Let's admit, Prime PewDiePie was brain rot. What do you mean Prime? Wait, hold on, do you mean peak PewDiePie? I'm confused what you mean. I'm not sure, because I'm very, I feel like Linux Pewds is Prime Pewds. Yeah, are you saying best PewDiePie is Linux PewDiePie? I'm confused. Or are you saying like when he was just like making fucking scary game videos was peak? PewDiePie in his prime. Okay. So I thought what you were saying was like the Primogen video on PewDiePie was brain rot. That's where my brain was heading with that.
Edric, we need to go deeper. There are still people trapped there.
Don't blame me that English is fucking weird. Should probably watch it off stream. Oh, the Primogen video? I will probably check it out. God, I fucking... this area is such a mess. Wait, there's gonna be the spider boss again, isn't there? I'm not a big fan of doing reacts to reacts. I made an exception for Charlie's video because it wasn't really like a react video. It was more like taking sections from Ross's video and then splicing them together. Rather than purely, I don't know, fucking like Asmongold video, right? Like I'm not gonna do a react to like a pure react video. I'd rather, if I'm gonna do a react video to react video, I want it to be one where it's like properly thought out. Otherwise, you basically end up just like saying nothing to the person also saying nothing, I guess, is a good way to put it. Oh, that gets you up there. I see. Okay, there's one over there, and there's one there. Wait, so we can get both of these right now from this location. Assuming I actually had any fucking bullshit to get them. I would like to have two.
Don't go any further.
Two would be very good. Two shard thingies. I don't think we can get two from here. We can get one. Okay, that's one. Now we should be able to hit one of these over here. Drink, regret, repeat. Exactly. That is the way you do it. That should hit it. Yep, perfect. And the other soul stone is over there by the looks of it. We can get that from another position, so it's not a big deal if we don't get it here. I would like to get it here, so it'll be one less thing to worry about. Hold it, was there a thing down there? No, I'm tripping balls. I thought I saw an item glow down there. I must have seen the torch. Speaking of things that I can't get, that would also be very nice to have. Yes, please make it so we can't get the item without having the fucking javelin. Good, very much appreciate that, game. And I might have to die to get back to it. I don't know. Wait, if I... Yes, if I block it... If I block it... If I block it and don't die, I can slowly build up charge here. Perfect blocked. No, that's not a perfect block. Yep, there we go. Yeah, there we go. There's one. This is the worst possible way to do this. Okay. There we go. That's what we're trying to get. Cool. That was awful. I shouldn't have tried to do it like that. Okay. Can I get back up there, though? I might have to kill myself. I didn't kill myself, but we got back here, I guess. Here's the thing, Brody. Microsoft will make a unified game hub Windows 11 for Xbox, Steam, and Battle.net game. That is true, yes. That is a thing they are working on for the Steam, the Xbox, whatever the fuck it's called. So I think this thing they'll do instead of distributing a Windows gaming image. You could be onto something. You could very well be onto something. Used to unlock or awaken Maximilian the Impenetrable. Maximilian's Impenetrable? Okay, there definitely must be items that I missed then. Or like one item I missed somewhere to unlock the other one. Unless you just don't unlock them in order, which I guess is also possible. But would seem weird. There we go. Fuck you. Honestly, that's for Linux people. Like, if you're in the... I must have missed that one somewhere. Wolfric the Resilient. I'll be back in just a sec, and we'll keep going with this for just a bit longer. Wait, oh, wait, no, do I have it open? Yeah, I do have it open. Okay. 1 second. I just realized I probably shouldn't tab out of the game when I leave. Otherwise, you have nothing to look at. It's just a fucking black screen. Rare sight. Brody can walk. Quite rare. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the whole... lightweight Windows thing? Let's just imagine it happened. Right, like, obviously it's gonna be a thing for at least one handheld and most likely other handhelds, right? But let's imagine it did happen and there was like a generic version you can install it on hardware. Like, what are your thoughts on that as like a thing that exists? You think Microsoft says, fuck you back to compatibility and replace the NT kernel with Linux kernel? No, that's not gonna happen. 0% chance. As funny as it is to say as a joke, like, that's not gonna happen. My thoughts, rip SteamOS. Yeah. Well, honestly, like, I'm kind of curious what happens with it on handhelds. Because we know it's going to at least be on one handheld, right? And I know Microsoft does like to kill things off, like Google does, but I would be very surprised if we saw this on one handheld and that's it. Like, that seems crazy to me for something that took this much work. So at the very least, it's going to be like an OEM operating system for handhelds, right? Like, at the bare minimum. Put aside the thoughts on whether it's going to be for other things. It's at least going to be on handhelds. The thought that it's only going to be on one is crazy to me. Okay, to be fair, that was one person. So Fabio was actually in my comment section. The guy who actually opened up the change proposal itself. And he was like, I think this is a pretty fair video. And even he's in agreement now that it probably was too soon. Even he thinks, you know what, maybe we shouldn't do this now. So most likely, unless people can come up with a pretty compelling reason to do so, most likely it looks like it's gonna remain a proposal and not happen just yet. Now, Valve needs to fucking fix their shit so that this can be done. And then there's the matter of the other things which are broken as well, which are more of a problem. Like the stuff that Neil's working on with Fex. But why is there so much stuff hidden up here? What the fuck? Wait, I wonder how many items I might have missed that were like that then. Just maybe not paying attention at that point in time. I would still use Linux, assuming it doesn't cause the death of Proton. I used Linux before for how it feels. I don't think SteamOS will die. Valve will still make Steam Decks, and people still want a non-Windows option, since a lot of people don't like Windows because of Microsoft. Honestly, like, I wouldn't be opposed to putting it on like a home theater, or maybe not home theater, maybe like a gaming, like a home theater gaming PC, something like that. Like my main system, my main gaming system, if I wanted like a couch gaming or something like that, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. Even then, there's not really much of a reason for me to want to do that. Like, there's very few games that I'd want to play that only work on Windows. And you know what? The only things I want to play that work only on Windows aren't Windows games. The only games I want to play that only work on Windows mostly are fucking games that you emulate on the 360, because 360 emulation is just not good on Linux. It's not good generally, but it's worse on Linux. Like, that's literally the only thing that's like appealing to me on Linux, on Windows at this point. 360 emulation. And that's gonna get a Linux build at some point anyway, so it's not even that big of a deal. Plus, it works. It's funky, but it does technically work through Proton. Just not up perfectly. But, like, 360 emulation is still in a fairly in development state anyway. You can play it, but you're gonna have additional problems with it. Which I guess depends on how you feel about the problem. The only reason I would be interested would be a stripped down minimal Windows. I would use it as a home theater PC for streaming sites that have wide... Yeah, understandable. Yeah. Well, we know for a fact it's not regular Windows. That is 100% the case. It does have better battery life than regular Windows. There are like you can literally check the task manager. There are services that are part of regular Windows that are just not running. So we know for a fact it's at least run the Chris Titus script. At a bare minimum, it's at least run the Chris Titus script. Now, what is this boss gonna be? Please don't be Spider Boss. I really don't want to deal with Spider Boss. It's gonna be fucking Spider Boss, though. No! It's... What the fuck are you? Wait. What the fuck are you? Was this ever a boss? Or is this like... Wait, was this the first boss in the game? Yeah, this is the first boss in the game. Yeah, okay. That's what this is. Hold up. Okay, I didn't expect this one to come back. The only 360 game I emulated was Sonic Unleashed, and that has a native PC port now.
Personally, I still won't use it because MS will probably still force certain settings and apps on you on a debloated Windows image.
True.
For example, I'm sure it will force you to use Edge using the same tricks they always use.
My guess is Edge is probably, like, built into the, what do you call it? Built into the desktop, the overlay they use. It's like the required browser for it or something. Like how you have the Steam browser, like Edge is just used like that. It's used as the browser engine for that thing. It wouldn't be impossible, that's for goddamn sure. By the way, there is some news about the upcoming Battlefield game. It requires fucking secure boot. Oh, what? What? We're dead. Well, that's cool. And that makes sense because on Windows just does secure boot. You say that, but secure boot is just, that's just a default on Windows. So like, you can say it's crazy, but like, for the platform it's made for, it's just like the standard. Like TPM, like that's basically in the state TPM's gonna be in. Like, yes, it was weird and annoying initially, but like, if the platform requires it, like, it's not that crazy of a requirement. Someone is making a lot. What does that even mean? Is it just Firefox with a bunch of lollies in it? Like, what does that mean? It's just, sure, okay. Sure. Show it to Lund. Yeah, go tag Lunduk in it. There you go. If you want to get a video made, that's a good way to do it. Okay. What? Oh my god, that's an attack! Shut the fuck up, that's an attack! The fucking monkey standing up is an attack. What do you even mean? That was bad. That was a really bad start. Oh my god. This guy hits like a fucking truck. Basically, this fight is if you're not at full health, you're at no health. That's pretty much what we're looking at here. Lovely. It's fine. It's fine. Bad. Bad. Perfect hitbox launch. Again, him just... This guy just moving around. Everything is a fucking attack with this. I forgot how annoying the Yeti is. Okay. Yeah, you want to be behind him when that happens. Okay, and then stab his booty. I don't know what the trigger was. My guess would be the 2016 election, but I don't know. Oh, wait, so that's why that transformed me, because I was going to die, because I fucked up the timing. I see. Because I think that, like, that sent a lot of people, like, off the edge. That was when a lot of people just, like, left reality. And have just never come back since. Yeah, that's also true. That happened for a lot of people as well. And bonk. Now what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hey? What do you mean the moon landing is fake? What are you talking about? That's... I think they're cooking with that one. Okay. I don't know how I did not get hit by that. I'll take it. I will take it. Okay, okay, let's not fuck this timing up because I will die if I fuck that up. We're good. We lived. No! Fuck! I ran out of stamina. Woo! God damn it. So I guess if you hit the back, if you hit him from the back, you can break his spikes. Oh my god! I got caught on his fucking model. I got caught on his model as I was trying to get around him. Oh. Pain. Pain Pecco. Yeah, exactly. Actually, good point. You believe in a moon? Compecco! Compecco! Pecora! Compecco! I kind of want to set that as some sort of alert on stream because it's so fucking funny hearing Norman Reedus say Pecora. Wait, I wonder, is there enough words available to splice together Norman Reedus saying, Pecorda's, intro? Because if that exists, I want someone to do that. What? I was not in the ice! I was next to the ice! Fuck you. No, I'd rather it be like YouTube poop style rather than just AI voice. Cause you have your Compecco. So you're already a really difficult part of the way there. You got him saying Pecorda. Surely the rest of it can't be that hard. I'm sure you can get him to, you can like splice the sounds together. I'm sure you can find him saying Usada somewhere in the countless hours of speaking he's done. Okay. Oh my god, okay. I don't know who Norman... He was in, he's one of the main characters of The Walking Dead. He's the... did you ever watch Walking Dead? Never did. I don't know if you've ever seen pictures of The Walking Dead. He's the guy that had the crossbow. What? 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 Huh? I know Negan because they put him in Tekken. What?
Friendly reminder, the Steam Summer Sale is on. Obey and open your pockets to Lord Gaben.
What do you mean he's in... What do you mean Negan is in Tekken 7? What the fuck you... What? What? Yes, he's a DLC... Sure. Okay. I don't know how that makes sense, but sure. Is Tekken literally just Fortnite? Not yet. Soon, though. Kratos was in Mortal Kombat. Like, that, I guess, makes sense. Like, it's... Yeah, like, obviously crossovers are gonna happen, but, like, Negan... Kratos was in Soul Calibur 4. Okay. Okay, he's into big bonk. As Mael would say in Expedition 33, parry it! Verso! Parry it! I think it's her favorite word. Wendy's has a Tucky's collab. I don't know what that is. The spicy... Why am I trying to read this in the middle of this fight? The spicy rolled corn, where they put them on chicken burger, give you a bad Tucky, and fries covered in spicy chili lime powder. That was very difficult. That was much harder than you would think it would be. You know what else was much harder? Wendy's the restaurant? I assume so. Okay, he's gonna do big bonk. Okay, now I just need to not be stupid, which is hard. There we go. Not that hard, apparently. Let's go!
General Khazan.
Imagine being someone who gets really good at one of these games and only playing a fucking guest character. Like, that would be my concern with ever playing one of these games and, like, really liking a character. Then I'm like, what do I do if I'm not playing a character that's part of the main cast that's gonna be in the game, right? Like, if I'm playing Tekken and I'm playing anyone, I don't know. Like, when I played Tekken, I pretty much only played Jin.
The guards were going to execute everyone, all our comrades. I tried to get everyone out to safety, but we ran into that Yetrek. I wasn't able to save anyone.
Granted, I never bothered to get good at Tekken.
The guards were furious after you saved Julian. They said they were going to execute everyone.
Like, let's say you're playing the newest Tekken game and you become like a Clive main, right?
General Khazan, there are still many more men in the mines. Please, we must hurry.
Like, what the fuck do you even do when the next... Or, like, you're a Noctis main or something in the previous game, right? Like, what the fuck do you even do now? Just give up?
Adric says he can show us the way. We need to save them before the executions begin.
What is this? What do we have here? Copy link. Ew. Okay. Tuckies. Fuego. What are these? Like, there's some sort of like crunchy snack. But what actually are these? No, I've never seen them. We don't have them here. This is a new phenomenon to me. Rolled up corn chip. Oh, rolled up corn chips covered in chili, lime powder. I see.
You're filled with...
Is this some sort of brain rot thing that I don't know about? Crimson Fiend. Again, the game... Oh! Okay, wait. Unique spear? Can I craft unique gear? Is that a thing I can do?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, we can craft unique gear now. We need keen shards. So I guess if we get rid of unique... If we dismantle unique stuff, we get that? Yes. Well, I guess let's start trying to work our way up to a unique set then. Oh, we already have Slayer leggings. Oh, perfect. Gear? Oh my god! Oh my god, look at that extra defense! Wait. What? When you have no... Okay, so when you've taken no damage, you have 400 more defense. Sure. Do you enjoy burger rings? Mate, I fucking love burger rings so much. Burger rings are the greatest thing known to man. Is that even a real question? I guess we'll make the formless spear as well. Assuming we have the stuff to get it. Eh, we can't make the... What do you mean I don't have any keen blade? I should have keen blade. Eh? Dismantle. There we go. Deep Shadow, Formless Spear. Let's go! Burger rings? Wait, you don't know? Okay, let me teach you about burger rings. Burger rings. Back in burger rings. Big burger taste! Burger rings! Let me show you another one. They are really good. They're also really good when you take them and then wear them as rings. Twisties cheese. Life's pretty straight without twisties. Like this, okay. If you want to know something fun, this is not some like recent slogan where they're trying to like pander to gay people. This has been their slogan since probably the 90s. Maybe even, I don't think they've ever had a different slogan. Like they've just always had this. It's because they're twisty, and you don't want to. If you're not twisting, then you're not twisting. I can show you some rough ones if you want some rough ones. These have since been renamed. Here you go. Enjoy. Oh! They're trying to stop me. They're trying to shut me down. We are back. Behold. Behold, Australian candy. Good morning from the Netherlands. Hello, Mr. Netherlands. Show you another one. Now, understand, this is named after the surname of the creator, okay? Are we clear? It has since also been renamed. I think the creator was like, I think his name was like David Kuhn or something like that. Something like that. Let me just double check. That sounds about right. Or John or something like that. Let me see. Or I could be entirely wrong on what his name was. What was his name? Edward. Yeah, sorry, entirely wrong first name. Edward was the name. Not even remotely close. I guess we get the Slayer. We get Slayer Pauldrons.
Look.
I guess we'll get the dark. What is it? Deep Shadow. The Deep Shadow helmet. Penetration. And okay. That one. Lock that one. Lock that one. It's not even like it's not even necessarily that much better. It's just nice to have.
Your
Oh, that one we should probably. Why haven't I equipped the Formless Spear? Gear. Like, it's only marginally better stat-wise, but it has an additional, like, random roll stat. Yes, but also, it's technically not, but also it's not a great look. I think they changed it to... What did they change it to? I actually don't remember. Yeah, they changed it to cheekies now. I think it was like a couple of years ago. Aussie ad for burger rings is amazing. Oh no, what do we have here? That there we go. What is this? What the 1986 ad. Okay, it's a bit before my time. Is this
Once the
ad?
hamburger aroma gets out, there's just nowhere you can eat burger rings on your own.
Okay, of Australian ads, that's actually a pretty tame one. That's a pretty chill Australian ad right there. There's so much worse than that. Have you seen the Fruit Loops commercial with Tux in it? What are you saying? Let's get rid of all this garbage first. I'm aware of the words. I know what the words mean. I'm just confused.
It's the Fruit Abominable Snowman's icy fortress.
Wow, he never shares.
Get away from my delicious Fruit Loops, or
Okay.
Oh, that's cold. He's gaining on us. Use the secret weapon. Fix doggies!
Kellogg's Fruit Loop cereal, part of this balanced breakfast. You're on a roll. Just follow your nose.
For the fruity taste that shows.
Okay, sure. I'm assuming it's supposed to just be a penguin, but whoever did the art is a Linux fan. Like that, I don't think that was like upper management wanting to do like a Linux joke. I think that was just whoever did the artwork wanted to just sneak that in. That's what that feels like to me. I could be wrong, but that's the vibe I get. I think we'll end off Khazan here. And we'll go over to doing a bit of a react for a little bit. Let me just quit out of the game, then we'll open that up. Is an act just because it was mentioned earlier. Okay. What is this? Is this a fucking... No, okay, it's not. Okay. I was gonna say. Oh, this is the Negan thing again. Why the What? What a weird fucking addition.
Can someone clip that round?
He got hit harder than Glenn did. Oh my god. Okay, well that I can't open. Unless the link is wrong for some reason. Or just took artwork from the internet without paying attention to the meaning. That's also very possible. Anyway, there's two things I want to check out today. I don't want to stick around too much longer, but there are some ones that I want to check out. I guess we'll start with the PewDiePie video. Since people are gonna fucking bug me if I don't watch it. We'll start with the PewDiePie video. What is this? Wait. Out of curiosity, how possible would it be for RPM Fusion to ship a self-updating Steam container? Right. Okay. Sure. Anyway. Look at this fucking Discord. Look at these people. I saw the first one! Obviously we start with PewDiePie. Obviously we start with PewDiePie.
Maybe you're wondering.
Okay, already off to a great start. All you have to hear is like a quarter of a second of that song and you know exactly where it's from. It's such an iconic sound. Anyway, this is I'm Done With Google. I don't know what the video is. People have sent me 20 goddamn links to it. Let's watch it so people don't fucking send me the link anymore. And I'll really upload it tomorrow so they know it's there. Anyway.
Maybe you're wondering, why is he wearing that cool hat?
That is a cool hat.
The tech overlords are listening.
They are.
Now I can finally say, Google schmoogle.
Oh.
What are you gonna do, Google? You're completely powerless now. What's that? Google owns YouTube?
They do.
I would Google that, but I literally can't. What are they gonna do? Censor this video? Demonetize it? Bury it under the...
Literally has infinite money, doesn't care.
You're completely powerless, Google. You got nothing on me. So the past couple of weeks, I've completely de-Googled.
Whoa.
I don't use any of Google's so-called free services, except YouTube. I literally can't escape. It's surprisingly hot to wear a tinfoil hat. I don't know if you...
Yeah, well, there's not a very breathable material. It's kind of like metal.
You guys knew this. Well, you never worn a tinfoil hat before? Now, this all started because of privacy concerns. Being tracked with literally everything I do just feels kind of odd. Mainly because I wanted to also regain control over my software. And not...
Is this the Luke Smith arc? Yeah, he's gonna disappear for like 7 months, come back with a giant fucking beard, and be like a priest or something.
Not to be at mercy of what the tech overlords decide to do just one day. But most importantly, I don't want to pay $20 a year for 100 gigabyte storage. Not
$20 a... That's rough. Oh, that's real rough.
Happening. I realized since swapping to Linux, my life has just been going upwards. I'm practically ascending next step. But I realized there's always an open source alternative, and a lot of times they're better. They just don't have a...
Didn't he already have... No, I mean like, what's a good wait, you know, this is a good example. Side tangent. But very important. I mean like what Mr. Liver King's got going on. Who just got arrested, by the way, because he threatened to kill Joe Rogan because he wouldn't let him on the podcast. Who the fuck is Liver King? Do you not remember Liver King? It was the guy who talked about eating raw liver, and that was what made him really big and strong. Ignore the steroids, the lots and lots of the copious amounts of steroids. He did it through eating raw liver. You missed out on such a fun internet arc.
$1 billion budget to market themselves. So I went down the Google rabbit hole, and I want to share what I learned, because by the end of this, once you know what I know, bro, you're gonna want one of these cool hats as well.
It is pretty cool.
So let's go through the de-Googleization. I want to be honest and share what I think you should absolutely change, and maybe what was more hassle than worth. Number 1, your search engine. Change your search.
What is he gonna suggest? Is he gonna be a DuckDuckGo user? Is he going to be a Brave user? Where do we think we're going? Does Google have the balls to take down this video like they did with LTT? Wait, they took down the video? What?
Engine right now. You can do it now while I keep yapping. Just go to your browser settings, find the search default browser, and change it to DuckDuckGo. It's a search engine that doesn't track what you do. It just works. Boom. Maybe you prefer everything you do online to be tracked and logged. I don't know. Maybe you're in that ballpark. I think just most people are either oblivious or lazy. So I'm telling you now, don't be lazy. Number 2,
lazy is the one.
Your browser. When I told you to change your default search engine.
Is he going Firefox? Is he going Google number 2? I reckon Firefox is probably what's going to be the answer.
You did not just do that inside of Google Chrome, did you? Say it ain't so. There are way better browsers out there. I use Firefox. It's kind of B tier, but you can lock it down into S tier. A lot of people swear by Brave browsers. It's kind of B tier.
Now, did he make this tier list? Or did he find it online? I wonder. Because considering how much work he's done, I wouldn't be surprised if he went and made this himself.
Tier, but you can lock it down into S tier. A lot of people swear by Brave browser. I never tried it. My point is,
well, there's the answer. It's not his list. It's someone else's.
Easy to change. And have you ever thought why browsers are free to begin with? Why is Microsoft so... Why do they want you to use their browser so goddamn badly, you know? Why do they all make it free? Could it be because they track everything you do online and sell or trade your data?
No way. What? Definitely not.
What do you mean? They don't make this out of the goodness in their heart? You telling me Google isn't just $1 trillion charity? What? I found online that in 2023, Google paid Apple to be their default search browser in Safari.
Yep.
Guess how much? 20.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to pause it before that happened.
Billion.
Yeah. 20
Jesus
billion.
Christ.
And Mozilla only got 500 million. Mozilla got the short end of the stick there. The reason for this is they do not want Apple to make a search engine. They are terrified of Apple. I don't think he's going to go all the way down. He's not recommending LibreWolf, right? Like, he recommended Firefox and Brave. Like, this is like normal entry-level privacy stuff. But yeah, they don't want Apple to make a search engine, because if Apple made a search engine, it would be the default on every single Apple device overnight, and that would cut out, what, like 30% of their market share? Just eliminate 30% of their market share just in a day.
They definitely want you to use Google, so just don't. It will take you 2 minutes. Go do it.
So a $20 billion bribe is worth it.
The third thing I changed, like many of you, I've been using Google Mail for years and years and years. And apparently...
he's not going to self-host it. He's not gone that far yet. I think he's going to use like Proton.
Up until 2017, that's when they stopped scanning your emails to serve you ads. So now Gmail is a little less creepy, you know, but if you think about it, it is probably the most invasive service that they run. Like, yeah. And there are free alternatives out there.
I don't think it's going to be too to Nota.
Proton, I haven't tried it out. I decided just to send...
Not Proton. He hasn't tried Proton. No shot he's self-hosting. Self-hosting emails are a fucking nightmare.
And this bitch and get my own email. I paid a small fee. It was fiddly as hell. But at least people won't think I'm poor and have like Google Schmoogle in my ad domain. Number 4.
Wait,
but
what are you using?
And there are free alternatives out there like Proton. I haven't tried it out. I decided to send this bitch and get my own email. I paid a small fee. It was fiddly as hell.
So he's not self-hosting, but he didn't say who he paid. He didn't mention what he's using. I don't know what service he's using then.
But at least people won't think I'm poor and have like Google Schmoogle in my ad domain. Number 4. With me de-Googling lately, I realize it's time for me to something else. I don't want to say the joke. Anyway.
He's using his domain's webmail. His domain's webmail. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. That makes sense.
I started working with G Fuel 6 years ago.
Oh, G Fuel. Oh my god, look at him. Look, he's a baby.
We created the greatest flavor of all time, G Fuel Lingonberry.
Lingonberry is out and it's really, really good. Honestly, I'm so proud of this flavor.
Yuzu Slash. Legendary moment. Yuzu Slash, baby. Sour green PewDiePie. So many great memories. So many great slurps. So many great memes. But it's finally time to retire this guy. Sayonara, G Fuel-san. Because we're introducing a new tub!
Oh!
And t-shirt!
Oh!
Same energy, new armor. Get the collector's box.
That's
you get
cool.
the t-shirt and the new tub.
I don't drink
want to
G
be
Fuel, but
tubless
that's
this
cool.
summer, I'll tell you that much. That's worse than having Google in your subdomain. It's available right now. Check it out, link in the description. Finally. Don't miss this opportunity to be part of history. We got many more exciting G Fuel announcements coming up, so stay tuned. Number 5, your phone.
Phone.
I have a Google phone.
Oh no. Okay. What are popular ROMs nowadays? Like, he's not going to be running a Linux phone. Like, that's not going to happen. Graphene's what people go with. Ubuntu Touch. Yeah, no, he's not fucking running Ubuntu Touch. Shut the fuck up.
God damn it! Everything is Google! It's crazy. I didn't realize just how deep I've been swept into this ecosystem.
Either he's using Graphene or he's changing out default apps. I don't know how far he's going here.
Without realizing it. My goddamn TV is Google. I thought it was a Sony TV. You know, open up, it's like, Google TV.
Yep.
How did that happen? I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm supposed to be enamored by the phone, how amazing it is with its incredible hardware, and how powerful it is. But if it's so great, then why do I feel like I'm the product?
You are the product.
I hate my phone. Notifications just feel like they're there to suck me in, not to tell me anything useful. All these apps.
Suck me off.
Apps and features. I feel like my attention
Wait,
span.
Was that my audio breaking or his? Wait, is that Linux or is that PewDiePie peak Pipewire Linux audio?
Anything useful. All these apps and features.
even he can't escape Pipewire problems.
Just feel like they're there to suck me in, not to tell me anything useful. All these apps and features.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Even, what, I think he's 11th biggest YouTuber now, can't escape Pipewire. Fucking hell.
I feel like my attention span is just getting mushed the more I use my phone. I hate it. It's just one big giant distraction device. So
True.
I have a Pixel 9, and it is a good phone. And I already own it, so instead of
I have a Chinese spyware phone.
switching it out to like a dumb phone or something like that I know a lot of people do, I wanted to install a custom OS on it. There's a lot of them to choose from, but I opted for Graphene. Graphene. Mainly because it felt like the biggest point the finger to Google, you know? It's an operating system focused on privacy and security. Apparently so much so that even Edward Cullen uses it. Did I get that right? I would Google it, but I can't. But here's the thing, okay? For some reason, I feel like I'm the crazy one.
Also, what the fuck was that? Edward Cullen. Sorry, that one went over my head for just a moment there. So...
Huh? What? Why do you want to Google so bad, huh? What do you got to hide, huh? This guy got graphene on his phone. What's up with that? I feel a little judged, okay? But after using graphene, I realize, no, this is how it should be. I'm not the crazy one. There's a few features on graphene that I really like, and these are just to name a few. Especially with security, I really like how they amped it up, but the fact that I close an app on graphene and it closed...
Was that fucking Termux on his phone?
I really like how they amped it up, but...
Yes, it is. That is exactly what that is.
The fact that...
Oh my fucking god, this dude... He's actually gone too deep.
I close an app on graphene and it closes the app. Crazy.
Yeah, what is tail scale rings a bell? No, it said tail scale, not Tudenoda. Tail scale is VPN thing.
A lot of times on your phone, if you think you've closed an app, but in reality, running in the background and still tracking whatever it is they want to, graphene, nuke that shit. It's gone. Such a crazy concept, right?
I know, right?
I'm the crazy one. Number 2, I control exactly what the app has access to. You can use file or storage scopes, I think it's called. And if I want to give an app access to a certain type of files, I pick which folder. Not the entire device, as it should be. Not some vague...
That's a really basic privacy thing that I don't know why... I don't know why Google just lets random apps get access to your entire file system. Like, I understand they want their apps to do it, but why would you let random other apps do it?
Little pop-up going like, hey, do you want to give them access to this? No. Complete control. Number 3, whenever you install an app on Graphene, it asks you before installing it, hey, do you want to give this app access to your internet? Because a lot of times the answer is, heck no.
No.
Not happening. I realized I was trying desperately to find a keyboard that has Japanese, Swedish, and English. I really like the Swift kind of type.
Swift key? Wait. Is he about to suggest, yeah, the Fuda keyboard? Because I just use Gboard. Because I look, if SwiftKey is a Microsoft product, is Microsoft better than Google? I don't know. It's a pretty low bar.
Typing, you know, I just couldn't find an open source alternative, and I was like, what do I do? And then I realized the alternative is Microsoft or Google, okay? And I realized the keyboard that they offer is connected to the internet. Why? Why?
Actually, that's a fair point. Just, yeah, remove its internet access. Yeah.
Imagine you bought a physical keyboard and it was secretly connected to the internet, sending big tech everything you typed. We're not doing anything weird. Just trust us, bro. It's so messed up. On Graphene, I still have the option, and if I want to take a Google app, I can starve it, put it in one of those. I still don't like that I use a Google app, but no, actually, it's good. Google is at my mercy.
Yeah, he's using Gboard, but blocking the internet access, so it can never access the internet, which I guess is a fine way to do it. Maybe he never came across never came across Fuda. Oh, was that a Oh, I thought it looked familiar.
For once, feels good. Another feature that I think is kind of obvious and most people would appreciate, but there was a 4th hidden feature on Graphene that I love. That it is not a feature, but for me, it ended up being one.
Right.
Like I talked about in the beginning, it feels a lot of times when I use a phone, it's such a distraction. There are some apps that you probably have to use. Maybe it's for work or because of friends and you want to connect. Whatever, you're gonna have to use certain apps that you don't really want to use. So I decided to put all those apps and and you can do this as well actually, on a different profile. The good thing about Graphene is that on a different profile, all these apps are contained in that profile. They can't connect to anything else on my phone or run in the background or anything like that. That's what's great about Graphene, and that's why, to me, it felt like a good solution with all the apps that I don't want to use. But what this ended up doing was that, okay, now I need to use this app that I don't like to use. It feels intentional going there. I don't even see these apps when I use my phone on a regular basis. And it made so that my phone starts feeling like it's serving me again, like an actual useful tool that it's supposedly is, right?
Supposedly.
So, yeah, huge fan. I'm so glad I swapped out. It's probably the best thing I did so far. But it gets better.
What?
Okay? I had a ride this couple weeks. I tell you what. Number, is it 6 or 5? I don't.
What I don't know where we're at.
I lost count. Anyway, password managers. What do you mean password 123 isn't gonna cut it? I hate password.
I assume he's just gonna use Bitwarden.
Why? Because
he's not gonna be a fucking KeyPass XC transfer the file using fucking secure shell, anything stupid like that. It's just gonna be Bitwarden.
67 pounds. Chose a 5 kilobyte size document? I don't think so. There's whole videos of me just doxing myself for being cheap. It's not happening. I'm not paying that. I almost had a heart attack when I found out.
Literal millionaire. I don't want to pay $50.
I'm paying what? But you need a password manager. That's just the reality of today. Yeah. I thought I was so smart. I was like, okay, fine. I don't need to do this. I'm running Linux. I downloaded a backup. I made it into an HTML, and then I encrypted it. And then I had an alias, so I...
Oh my fucking god, he actually tried to make his own password manager. Okay, this was not the direction. This is not the direction I thought this was going.
Unencrypt it when I need to use it, and then quickly encrypt it. Is it unencrypt or decrypt?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter!
True.
Bada bing, bada boom, I saved myself 67 pounds. If I live for, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 years, that's like, I saved myself a lot of money.
It is.
Multimillionaire. It's a cheap ass. .mp4. That's what I should call this. But then I realized I need this file on other devices.
Just fucking...
I need it on my phone and my laptop. And what if I go abroad? And that's when I discovered Glorious SH.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, he actually is gonna... Okay, he's gonna self-host. What is he do? What is he gonna self-host?
Self-hosting. I can just host this on another device. I feel like ever since I did my Linux video, so many comments have been like, just wait until...
No, he tried to use a plain text file that he encrypts and decrypts locally.
It's discovered self-hosting. It's gonna be game over.
How long till he makes a fucking home lab video? Unless this becomes a home lab video.
You were right, okay? I started off on a Raspberry Pi 5.
Oh my
this thing
fucking
is
god.
relatively cheap. It's got Ethernet, it runs on low power, and it's powerful for its size. It can do more than enough for what I wanted to do. I found an open source alternative, which is Vault Warden. You can host your own password manager, basically. The problem was, I have no clue what the heck I'm doing. What is a reverse proxy? What do you mean I can't just put my IP address in my browser and be done with it? Vault Warden is so secure that it wouldn't let me connect to it unless I set it up properly. Every time I thought I did it, I kept seeing the spinny circle.
Wait, hear that? Hear that? That was more pipe wire.
To it unless I set it up properly. Every time I thought I...
Multi-millionaire cannot escape pipe wire.
Secure that it wouldn't let me connect to it unless I set it up properly. Every time I thought I...
Please just give the Pipewire project like 10 grand and fix this fucking problem.
I did it, I kept seeing the spinny circle, and I saw that circle for 2 goddamn days. But once it finally worked, magic. I have done it. I had saved myself 67 pounds. Tears running down my eyes. It was beautiful. My first successful self-host. My God.
Of all the things he could choose as his first self-hosting, it's not his cloud storage or documents or anything like that. Can't he just use... No, because... No. No, he's on Hyperland. If you want to do screen capture, you need to do Pipewire. And if you want to use Pipewire, you can't just run Ulcer in the background by itself. You need to use Pipewire also.
more subscriptions.
Or in Pipe
no
Wire
more
Pulse.
sinking drama. Just my own secure vault. It felt like I was finally breaking out of the Matrix for real. And the thing is, once you start understanding how this works, it's really not that bad. If anything, it became super fun because with compatibility layers like Docker, you can so easily just pick and choose what open source software you want to download.
What do we have here? Oh, okay, this is the Arch system. He's still on Hyperland as well. That's so honestly, that's so fucking crazy that he's on Hyperland.
Trying out different ones. The world is your oyster. Just pluck them from the trees. And everything just works. So I needed a note-taking app. I found one called Yoplin. That's how you say that. Yoplin.
I haven't used it in a long time. Yeah, that's a perfectly solid choice. What made you move away from Hyperland? Honestly, I wanted to try out. Well, firstly, I wanted to try out KDE. That was the main reason I moved away. I wanted to see what KDE 6 was like, and then I stayed on KDE for like 2 fucking years. And now I'm on Neri, so you know.
Desktop app and a phone app, which is exactly what I wanted. But when I installed Yoplin, this is where things got weird.
I thought it was
Do
Joplin.
not judge me here, okay? This is. You
Is
can
it
probably
Swedish?
relate to this, actually.
Have
you ever been so lazy that you
Yes.
try and find another alternative, but then that leads you on
I'm
a
sorry,
road
have
that was...
you ever tried to do what? You want to not be so lazy that you speak fucking English?
So lazy that you try and find another alternative, but...
What the fuck is he saying?
Probably relate to this, actually. Have you ever been so lazy that you try and find another alternative?
Alternative. Oh, yeah. I'm hearing intellective. Another alternative. Okay.
Probably relate to this, actually. Have you ever been so lazy that you try and find another alternative?
Alternative. Okay, I'm glad someone knows what the fuck he's saying.
But then that leads you on a road that was 10 times more complicated than just not being lazy. The image that I was trying to install on my Pi was not compatible. It was 86 by 64. This is ARM-based structure. It doesn't matter.
86 by 64. Has he just forgotten how to speak English? Has he been out of the YouTube game he's been living in Japan so long that his English is just falling apart.
Compatible, I can just find another one. But I thought, hey, why don't I just quickly install this on something that does
Consequences
run
of Japan,
86 by
apparently
64.
so.
And I look around and I'm like, oh. Well.
What?
My Steam Deck
no.
runs 86 by 64.
Oh no.
So you may be asking, Felix, did you use your portable handheld gaming console to host your note-taking app? Yes, but it gets
Why? Why did you do that?
It's worse, actually. Steam runs Linux. Beautiful. It actually runs Arch, which is the distro I use on my desktop. Match made in heaven. But I thought to myself, well, it's filled with all this like Steam bloat.
Yeah.
I should probably uninstall Arch so I can.
Why is he using his fucking Steam Deck as a server? Stop! Why? Why? You're a multi-millionaire. Just buy another fucking computer. Don't use your Steam Deck as a fucking server.
And install Arch. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I don't know either.
And I did this, of course, just so I wouldn't have to find another image of my note-taking app. But anyway, it works. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Now, I got my notes app running beautifully. Number 7 or 8. It was time to say goodbye, Google Drive. Goodbye, Jotaro. $20 for Goodbye, Google Drive. Goodbye, Jotaro. $20 for 100 gig?
I forgot how much of a fucking weeb he is.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna pay you to hold my data hostage forever. Not happening. What if I live for another 600 years? Think about how much money that's gonna be to Google. No more subscriptions. Redundant subscriptions.
Eliminate them.
Instead of Google Drive, I set up File Browser. The thing that bothers me about...
The fuck is File... Okay, wait, we're learning something new today. What is File Browser? What a great website this is, guys. Wait, this is their entire... This is their website. Oh my god. Okay, what is File Browser? File Browser provides a file managing interface with a specified directory and it can be upload, blah, blah, blah. Delete, yeah. The project is maintenance. Why is this the project you went with? Wait, or is it not maintenance? Okay, so they're doing new releases. Okay, so it exists and they're doing like minor bumps to it. I've never heard of this project.
These free online storages that gives you a certain amount at least is that, first of all, it's not safe. Second of all, I don't know what they're doing with that.
Fucking pipe wire strikes again.
Amount at least is that, first of all, it's not safe. Second of all, I don't know what they're that gives you a certain amount at least is that, first of all, it's not safe. Second of all, I don't know what they're doing with that.
We're gonna leave a comment here. There we go. Surely no one will yell at me for leaving a comment on this one.
Thirdly, I hate how it's used. I don't know if you can relate to this. Maybe it's just like a me problem, but let's say I've gone outside, I've touched grass, I've taken all these photos and videos.
That's concrete.
And then I sit down in front of my computer, and then all of a sudden internet goes down, and I'm like, what happened? And then it's like, oh, yeah, my Google Drive decided to back up every single photo and video I've ever taken. And it's like, I don't want that. I want certain images. Let me pick those first. And I don't want you to suck up my entire bandwidth. With File Browser, I can throttle the speed, and I can do it when I...
Bro, having the keyboard the same way you do? What do you mean? Stupidly? Like a fucking moron who doesn't know how to type? I have such bad typing habits. I have gamer typing habits. Do not learn to type from me. It's a bad idea. Japan's like Australia, don't have grass. No, we have grass. It's just dead half the year.
I want to. Which files I want to. I went a little nerdy and overboard. Surprise. And I wrote a bunch of aliases and shell functions so that I can define push or pull to download or upload, which device, my phone, laptop, desktop, deck, and which subfolder. And I do all this with glorious SSH. It actually solved another problem for me, which is always sharing files between my phone and my desktop. I never know how to do it. Apparently, I didn't know this. I feel like everyone is tuning out because I'm talking about SSH again.
No,
but you can run it on your phone. Look, I'm connected. And then I thought, fuck, and now I gotta do an opposite script on my phone. But then I realized I can just connect to my desktop to run the script. It doesn't matter, okay? It's cool. Just trust me, it's cool.
This is unreal. This is unreal. I guess that's why he has Termux.
AI. We have to talk about
AI.
I don't know about you, but I don't like using AI. It feels like I'm kneeling directly to the tech overlords. And not to mention the goddamn subscription fees. Yeah, I feel like I'm spoon-feeding the machine that has stolen all my data, more of my data. Here you go. Nice and fat. Here you go. Not happening. But I got curious and, you know, I built my own computer not long ago and I spent a lot of money on it. Why don't I just see if I can run it myself? It's a beast. So I set up a local language model called Mixtral. Emphasis on local, which means it runs on my computer completely
Yeah, self-hosting AI is not that difficult. It's just like a Python script. This, of the things he's done, is very easy.
Offline. It's beautiful. Now I can search whatever I want. And I can ask it dumb questions.
Yes, he did say mix. Is it called Mixtral? Wait, maybe this model is called Mixtral, not Mistral. Because I've heard of Mistral. Okay. Why is he... Oh, it's a variant. Oh. And why is he using Mixture and not DeepSeek V3? Why is he hosting a server off of his Steam Deck? I don't fucking know.
It's like, why is my left toe bigger than my right toe? And no one knows about it. Not Google. Not
we know
AI
now.
overlords,
Google knows now.
Not even you. Step 10. How many steps are there? And we have so much left. PDFs, Google Docs, calendar,
Next
contacts. I was honestly getting a little tired at this point to try and find an alternative to all of these, but that's when I discovered Nextcloud.
There it is.
It's an open source self-host beast, and it does all of this.
Again! A fucking Oh, please, for the love of God, give the Pipewire Project some money.
Nextcloud. It's an open source self-host beast, and it does all of this for you. Maybe there are better singular alternatives, but the fact that I can get all of this baked in one was exactly what I needed, and just one quick install and it was done. I was completely out of Google, and it felt amazing. Finally, I'm free. From here on out is when I needed to tighten things up a little bit. I actually bought a domain. I know, I paid a subscription fee, but it's worth it.
Did you not?
If you're self-hosting, it's actually worth
They wouldn't
it.
have a
'Cause
separate
you can get
one.
a domain for $5 a year. It means I can get better security features, and I can put all these services in subdomains. So like,
Sure, okay, I guess he wouldn't have a separate one, sure.
Password.mysubdomain.com, like all these different things I made, I can access easily.
He was raw dogging with the IP. Yeah, he was.
And I started to tighten down the security as well, especially because I was looking online. I'm like, I'm getting a lot of bots that are pinging me. I don't like.
Yeah, if you have a server on the internet, you will get millions of pings every day. If you check your login attempt logs, it's insane how many pings you get.
This. Everything is locked in with the password already, but I added another layer of zero trust, so you can't access anything unless you have another login. I locked in my IP address with Tailscale. Beautiful Tailscale. I could make a whole video. I had a fail to ban. It was definitely worth spending some time locking things down. And I think I found a good balance of it being secure, but also not like a huge hassle every time you want to access either. Now, swapping out all these Google services, there's one that I just can't escape, and I don't mean YouTube. There's one that sucked the most to get rid of, and that was actually Google Maps. Because Google tracks you so well.
OpenStreetMaps is just not great. It's pretty good, but it depends on the region you're in. OpenStreetMaps can be rough depending on where you are. I don't know what coverage is like in Japan.
At predicting traffic. And since I drive a lot in Tokyo, I really rely on that to get to places on time. You can't be late in Japan. It's like a death sentence. The first time I used my open source alternative, I ended up 30 minutes late. And that's when I realized, hey, maybe Big Brother... my open source alternative, I ended up 30 minutes late. And that's when I realized, hey, maybe...
Jesus fucking Christ.
Big Brother tracking everything isn't so bad. Maybe surveillance has its perks. But I stuck to my de-googling, and the best alternative I found was just using my car's GPS.
But that also works as well, actually.
This Japanese service is built in anyway. I ended up using my Pi to replace my Google TV, and I'm running Kodi on that. I haven't really fully set it up yet, so not much to say about it. And you may remember...
Yeah, it's just like if you don't have one in your car, just buy a dedicated GPS. Like, those still exist.
I'm doing all of this on my Steam Deck. I added an extension so I can plug it into Ethernet. That way it runs on less power. It runs completely headless. And I can monitor all of it on my safe network system that I have. But then I thought it'd be kind of cool to use the display so I can use that for monitoring. I ran Tmux and BTOP on it, and it looks so cool. You know, this all started because I wanted to de-Google and try what that was like. And by the end of it, my Steam Deck looks like it's a detonator for a bomb or something like that. And before you ask, yes, I can still game on it,
Oh,
alright?
Flip
It
Fiction.
runs 2% of my
Hey.
CPU. It's like this weird home lab abomination at this point, but I love it. I love
Steam
looking
Deck
at it.
as a
I got
server.
it sitting next on my desk. It's just a vibe, man. Every time I see it, I'm happy. Another fact that I like using my Steam Deck is the fact that I can just use whatever I have around me.
Wait, he sends it his local IP address? Hold on, I didn't see that. Where was that?
To use a monitor or a
Wait, let me. Yeah, is that that is local IP? Where is it? Yeah, that is what that is.
it on my safe network system that I
Pog
have.
babe,
But then
yeah.
I thought it'd be kind of cool to use the display so I can use that for monitoring. I ran Tmux and BTOP on it.
I thought Brody's screen had stopped updating with the YouTube chat. It took me a bit to realize that there just hadn't been any new messages.
And it looks so cool. You know, this all started because I wanted to de-Google and try what that was
I
like.
think I have that
And by the end
exact
of
same
my
cable,
Steam Deck,
actually.
It looks like it's a detonator for
Yeah,
a
I think
bomb
that's the
or something
U-green
like that.
cables. I have it plugged in
And
here.
before you ask, yes, I can still game on it, alright? It runs 2% of my CPU. It's like this weird home lab abomination at this point.
Wait,
But
he gamed... Oh, stream died? Are we dead? Hello? Hello? We back? Hello? Hello? We good? He games on the server. He games on the server.
Or a bomb or something like that. And before you ask, yes, I can still game on it, alright? It runs 2% of my CPU. It's like this weird home lab abomination at this point. But I love it. I love looking at it. I got it sitting next on my desk. It's just a vibe, man. Every time I see it, I'm happy. Another fact that I like using my Steam Deck is the fact that I can just use whatever I have around me. People have these like super sick home lab setups, which are awesome. I get it, but my point with this is that if you wanted to de-Google, you can use whatever you have at your disposal.
That's
it
fair,
shouldn't cost you
actually.
any extra money. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that Steam Deck is the ultimate self-host device.
It's not.
You're probably better off using a Pi.
You are.
But maybe you have some device laying around at home that you can run Linux on. Bring it back to life, you know? Instead of throwing it away, and I hate to be that guy, but it's better for the environment. Yes, it's a lot of tinkering, but you learn a lot, and by the end of it, it's done. Like, I don't have to touch it. Google's mantra is don't be evil, but I still think they have a lot to do to qualify for that title. I feel like on your phone you have all these settings with privacy and give permissions and all these things that they ask you. But it kind of feels like one of those toys that Björn has that it's just like a bunch of buttons that doesn't actually do anything. Unless you go all the way with privacy, it doesn't mean anything. Don't call it privacy. And for me, it's not even necessarily about Google. I think it's more about big tech in general. I hate where software is going. Unnecessary subscriptions, ads.
No, this is a good
locking,
video.
Updates changing the entire UI because you're more prone somehow to get more locked in. With YouTube, you know, it's been constantly changing for years and years and years just because they figured this is the best way to suck you in. If I host my own apps, there's none of that. So now I got my own home lab abomination and I love it. I'm finally free from the tech overlords. It was 100% worth it. And look, bro, I made you one too.
Whoa.
You've earned it. Here you go, bro. This video is sponsored by Saley. I am a huge
We only
fan
have
of
one
Saley
sponsor
because
this
it genuinely
time.
makes traveling for us so much easier. This time when we were on our way to Savannah, Marcy asked
He's
me about
enjoying
it, and we
tinkering, it
literally set
seems.
it
I
up
still
on
can't
the
believe it,
flight
though.
'cause
It's
it had
crazy.
internet. For those of you who don't know, Saley is an eSIM app, which means electronic SIM. So if you're traveling almost anywhere
I
in
guess,
the world,
yeah,
over
G
60
Fuel, yeah,
countries,
okay, that's fair.
you get
I didn't think
access
about
to
that one.
internet through this app. Mine said just open the app,
Like,
pick the country,
G Fuel
pick
is
how much
so
data she needed,
ingrained
and
in
of
what he's
course,
done. I don't
use
even
code
consider him that at
PewDiePie,
this
Which
point.
gave her a 15% discount.
It's been there
And bada bing, bada
for
boom,
so
instant
long.
internet as soon as you land, which is what I want. The first thing I want when I land is internet. I genuinely hate standing in line when I land renting a Wi-Fi box. How is that a good solution? You just have to carry another thing when you're traveling that also have to worry about being charged. Or if you opt to just buy a physical SIM while you're there, you still have to go and actually find where to buy it, set it all up while you're there, and you have to worry about losing your original SIM. At least I do. It's kind of important. I don't like removing it. Saley just solves
Is
all
it?
the problems.
Maybe it is. I don't
It's
know.
an amazing
I don't
service,
remember.
and I highly recommend it. You can use the QR code to download it, or use the code PewDiePie at checkout for 15% discount. If you're planning a trip anywhere, you can download it right away, set it up all now, and don't even have to think about it. You need internet when you travel, so I just love that it removes that stressful element to me. So
This
thank
actually
you,
is a pretty
Saley,
good
for being
sponsor.
an amazing sponsor, and you guys are welcome.
Well, that was a really good video. He has gone so fucking far down the rabbit hole. I have no idea where he's gonna go from here. I don't know what the plan is going forward. I don't know if he's gonna come back with like an actual crazy home lab, what the deal's gonna be, but I'm loving it. I am certainly loving it. There was one more thing I wanted to check out. And then we're gonna end off. We're gonna end off the stream.
Hello, guys and gals.
You already know. You already know who it is. We don't. You know. We don't need an intro here. You already know who it is. This is about Monster Hunter Wilds. Capcom just killed their biggest game. Let me just show you something. This is actually fucking crazy. Okay, so here is Monster Hunter Wilds on Steam DB. It is charts 6,600 players right now. Look at this fucking graph. It sold pretty well. But it's down. It's not doing super great right now. Let me show you another game, okay? So that's Monster Hunter Wilds. Let me show you. Let me show you another game that they also made. Also known as Monster Hunter World. The previous game that came out. When did World come out? 2018 on Steam. It has almost double the player base. It's a 7-year-old game, and it has almost double the player base than the new game. Now, obviously, this is trending. You know, they had a big push here. It's trending downwards, sure, but it's also 7 years old. Wait. Let me try another one. Monster Hunter Rise. Surely not. Oh, that's actually. Wait, what was Wilds at again? Was it 6,000? Yeah, so Rise only has half the player base. And this was never a popular Monster Hunter game. That's so fucking... World's really good. How much is World right now? 15 Australian dollars on the Steam sale. If you want to play Monster Hunter World, great time to get it. Fantastic time to get it. I assume Rise is on sale as well. Yep, Rise is on sale as well. 15 Australian dollars as well. World is also $83. And just one more thing, just in case anyone missed that. It says mixed here, but let's go to the actual store. It's even worse. Past 30 days. 14% positive. 14% on Capcom's big new AAA title. The supposedly gonna go super mainstream Monster Hunter game. I think that, okay, the performance is one thing. I think also it pissed off classic fans though. Right, like it's one thing that the game runs horribly. But at the same time, it's just they've like streamlined it so much that even the classic fans don't like it. Like the classic fans would put up with a lot because it's Monster Hunter, but like No, not in this case, apparently. Anyway. They messed up bad. They did bring back a feature I liked in Try. Capcom might kill Rise and Worlds to force people to play Wilds. I doubt it. I really doubt it. They've been pretty good on keeping them, like at the end of the day, right? Capcom's still making money. Just so we're clear. Capcom is still making money.
Hello, guys and gals, me Mutahar, and you know what? I woke up early at the crack of dawn this morning, and I realized, why am I playing video games? Why am I building, like, a good computer when I'm getting excited to play a video game that released 25 years ago, boys?
So on that note, sorry, side tangent again. Do you want to know what my current off-stream game is? I'm gonna start playing it very soon. Final Fantasy VII. I've never played FF7 before. I'm gonna upgrade my PC, and the next game I'm gonna play is Final Fantasy VII from fucking, what, 1997 or whatever year it came out?
You know, I was walking around in kindergarten when System Shock 2 dropped, and
I've never played
a
System
remaster
Shock
of it. You know, I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time, and you know, I look at this game and I'm like, man, it's got a lot of good gameplay. You know, it really holds up. And you know why I think it holds up really well? It's because this is from an era
it looks
where
surprisingly
like, I think
good, like
video
upscaled
game developers
or whatever.
really gave a shit about making cool, new, innovative experiences. And nowadays, I really feel like a lot of the gaming industry plays it really, really safe. But see, I don't have an issue with video games being too safe. You know, I don't really care if a video game is made for the masses. That's not my problem. What I do care about is if it runs well. Now, this is a 25-year-old game. You know, it runs exceptionally good on my computer, as it should. This game should be able to run on butt plugs, all right?
Someone call QDot. Someone let QDot know. He needs to sort that one out. Buy new hardware to play old games on 70 FPS. This is the way. I know people who upgrade their PC and then it's like, what do they play? Stardew Valley. Or fucking Roblox. Or Minecraft.
Like, basic, like, processors on them, all right?
Or
like
Counter-Strike.
This should be able to run on anything, okay? Whatever. But what about modern games? So this is a game called Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't an old game. It's 28th February 2025 is when it dropped. And I'm sure some of you guys played it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's sitting at 14% of its reviews in the last 30 days have been positive.
Very rough.
Why is it that one of the most beloved Capcom franchises is fucking overly negative?
As a reminder, Monster Hunter World is it? Let me double check this one. Best-selling Capcom games. The best-selling Capcom game of all time is Monster Hunter World and Iceborne, the DLC for World. Third is Rise. Monster Hunter has sold more than any of the Resident Evil games. Like, this is how big Monster Hunter is.
Wow, Muda, why is that? What's going on here? Now, this is a
To be fair, on my PC, I'll be mostly playing P3 Fest, a PS2 game based.
Simple answer to the question. Why Monster Hunter Wilds, you know, peaked at 1.1 million when it dropped, and it's now sitting at around 4,733 players. We are
okay. He was in a valley when he looked at it. It goes around 10K, 12K is where it's capping at. Look at these fucking numbers. Minus 200,000 players.
Fucking crypto levels of drops here, okay? Losing like what? 95% of your fucking audience?
I would say it's more
in
than
the
that.
span of less than a year, ladies and gentlemen.
3
Literally
months.
Just like a few months, if we're going to be completely honest.
3 months they lost.
And again,
maybe
a
4
lot
months.
of it just comes down to the fact that they really did just drop a dog shit product. Now, to give you an idea here, Monster Hunter World, which is a great game, I highly recommend this.
So the game is wildly fucking easy. 3, it runs like arse unless you have like unless you have a 7090 and a fucking 10,000 series AMD CPU, it runs like arse. And these don't exist. So that's the problem. It'll run fine in like 5 years. It doesn't run fine now. When you can brute force the game with shit that doesn't exist yet. Yeah. Lacking content, no G rank. The game is horrible to run. The internet connection is bad. Oh, for the internet connection is bad. De novo. All right, it's de novo as well. Yeah, that doesn't make it any better. Yeah.
This new Monster Hunter game for. Some would say maybe it's a little bit too easy, Muda. Maybe it just kind of plays itself.
The first monster in the game, when you fight Great Juggerus in Monster Hunter World, if you have not played a Monster Hunter game before, you are going to get cooked. When you fight Anjanath for the first time, you're actually going to get cooked because it breathes fire. When you fight, what's another good example? Kylo, what's Spiky Boy called? I'm blanking on the name. Spiky Boy in World. No, not Basil Goose. The other one. The one that shows up when you're fighting the story boss. That like shows up on top of the monster when you're like breaking all the things on it. Nergigante, thank you. Yes, Nergigante. When you fight Nergigante the first time, holy shit, you're gonna get cooked.
Maybe it's just a little too casual. No.
Also, yes, Basil Goose will fuck you as well.
You know why it's getting negative reviews on PC? It's because they released a broken fucking game on the computer.
And they never fixed it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm just going to answer this question really easily for you. For instance, if you scroll all the way down over here, this is the system requirements for the game.
Look at this.
And we're just going to have a quick, like, litmus test.
And that's minimum, by the way, just so we're clear.
Functioning brain activity. We're going to see what the problem is with the system specification sheet.
But hey, you know what? This does give me an excuse to go back and play the older games. Like, I'm tempted to go back and play some of the really old games and just, you know, maybe I should go try out Try. I don't know. Could be fun.
For a minimum system, okay, you need a i5 processor, which is fine, okay? It can run all the way down to an i3, 1100.
Yeah,
for a GPU,
3 generations ago.
Is a GTX 1660 graphics card, okay? That's fine. That's fine. Now, the game is expected to run...
Honestly, I might just go play... I've not played Rise yet. I might just go and play Rise. I kind of want to start with Monster Hunter 1. Do you understand that in Monster Hunter 1, you attack with the analog stick? Just so we're clear, the analog stick is how you attack. Yes, you're aware. Okay, just so you're not confused. The controls made no sense.
1080p. Is that native? No, upscaled from 720.
Yep.
So imagine having 720p and upscale that shit. Probably not even.
Oh, you can change the PSP controls.
Ooh,
like nice.
Software scaler. Because that's
okay, do that.
1660.
Don't play the original controls.
Look like the most blurry shit imaginable. Okay, there are VHS tapes you can find that might be sharper than the image generated for this game.
Oh, also, the frame generation in this game is horrendous, and it looks like a blurry mess. So even though it is upscaled from 720p to 1080, it looks so much worse. Just fucking smear this frames across the screen. It looks awful.
Now, of course, you might be like, well, what's the frame rate like here? 30 frames.
Sometimes.
The lowest graphic settings, okay?
When it feels like it.
You know, a lot of people use really offensive terminology like, man, this is like welfare gaming. Bro, this is crack den gaming is what it is, okay? This is Skid Row gaming at this point. You probably shouldn't even buy the fucking game.
No, don't.
If that's your system settings, right? You might as well just play System Shock 2.
If you don't have, honestly, if you don't have a current gen Intel CPU and like at least a 4060, I wouldn't buy the game. Like genuinely. And also an SSD. Like if you don't have at least that, it is not worth buying this game at all. This game, System Shock 2, this will run on a fucking potato. But Monster Hunter Wilds.
Because that'll run on this system just fine. Now, what do they recommend here? They recommend a RTX 2060 Super, okay? Super, sir. Very super. What is the performance here? The game is expected to run at 1080p.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's a fucking lie. It runs at 1080p when you're looking at a fucking rock.
Okay, just 1080p. Not even a little bit over than that. Just strictly 1080, okay? Which I guess is
sometimes.
Fine. 60 frames. You're like, okay, that's fine. That's cool. With frame generation enabled.
Yep.
Under the medium graphics settings. Not even high. Not even without frame
And it looks like shit. It looks worse than World does. That's what makes it so much worse, right? Like, it's one thing if you needed these specs to run the game. You need these specs, and it fucking looks worse than World does. Rise runs like butter? Yeah, Rise is a fucking Switch game. I would expect it to run like butter. I don't know if they were just overworked. I don't know how this game happened, right? Like, cause like World and Rise run perfectly. Is this like, I know the RE remake, it thinks the engine. Well, yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2 runs like ass. The latest RE game runs fine, but like the engine's kind of made for that. Wilds and Dragon's Dogma 2 just, I don't know, like, I don't know if it's the engine. I don't know if they're overworked and don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they don't know what to do with open world games with the engine. And then de novo, which is great.
Frame generation to even get to the 60 FPS, okay? So
sometimes.
We're talking you run the game at 30.
No, it's at yeah, he's very right there. You get to the 60 FPS. Sometimes you hit 60 FPS. Most of the time you're not, though.
Then you generate a little bit of that fake frame bullshit and you get all the way to 60. Now, given
sometimes
the fact this is a 20 series graphic card, this is not even actual NVIDIA's DLSS frame generation. This is like other software level frame generation. So if you think the latency is bad underneath the NVIDIA version, just wait until you fucking play with software generated
like it's more like 30.
Okay? Or just like without any hardware support. It's even worse. And this is coming from somebody that has...
I wonder what it's like in an... So, you know how in like the trailer they showed how they were like the hordes of the big woolly guys? In an internet lobby, like chasing a horde of those, I don't even want to know what it's like.
Personal experience with this type of shit, okay? I played through Cyberpunk 2077, fully maxed out with frame generation, and I'll tell you, it was a okay experience.
It's bad, yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking sit here and lie and say that there was not a goddamn ounce of input lag. I can only imagine how bad it gets with 30 frames being...
Look, hey, look, here's what we can hope for, right? Maybe when they... what a great freeze frame this is. Maybe we have a Cyberpunk situation, right? Where like 3 years from now, they release the DLC and it runs amazingly. Like they remake everything, they fix everything, and then it's like, oh my god, Monster Hunter is back. We can hope for that, but I'm not gonna hold my breath waiting for it. I'm not gonna hold my breath for a Cyberpunk situation.
Fake frame to 60 with actual, like, just pure software solutions. So look, anyways, this is not like a fucking technical breakdown. This is just a sign to show you that if you read this spec sheet and you still bought this game, for, by the way, the off-sale price is 90 Canadian dollars, then you're an actual fucking idiot, okay? I'm sorry to say, you fucking lick Windows is what I'm gonna put it out, okay? You actually unironically sipped dog cum if you unironically bought this expecting good performance. Now I remember back
yeah, we were told after the god-awful demo that, oh, we were playing an older build. Oh, it's gonna be more optimized on release. I don't know where.
There was a lot of performance issues right there. And every single like comment that I would read that defended
fucking 4090's having performance issues. 4090 7800 X3D. This is like top of the line gaming system. Okay, to be fair, he's running at 4K. Okay, I'll give, yeah, fair enough.
This game?
Even so, if you're running specs like this, you should better run a fucking modern game at 4K.
Was like, it's a beta. Come on, it's a beta software.
Yeah, it's a beta.
Fix it down the road. You might get a patch. You know, how many times are we as gamers going to look at the words beta software and just not immediately, like, translate that into our head as
I don't run
demo
4K,
software? Yeah. Like, you really honestly think that...
Here's the thing, though. 1080p and 4K don't run any differently. It's like maybe 3 frames. Like, the game is so horribly optimized that I went from ultra settings to low settings, and I don't think the frame rate changed. Maybe it got like 5 or 10 FPS better. Oh, yeah, no, do you know why I immediately gave up the demo? I was streaming the game and I fucking had my GPU crash. I was like, no, no, we're not doing this. No, not happening. Like, I did the first hunt and it killed my fucking system.
What, a couple months away from release, that beta software isn't just like a close to the final build option. Like, yeah, there's gonna be performance changes, but if it's playing like if it's playing like a fucking diarrhea,
it wasn't a beta, it was a demo. We were lied to.
In the beta, dog, it ain't gonna turn into an Olympian by the time it actually releases. I
had hope because of World.
God damn. Now, again, the reason for me making this video is not because, like, you know, I'm mad necessarily at the gameplay for Monster Hunter. Actually, I think the gameplay is pretty cool. Yeah. I think some of the...
Yeah, it's definitely streamlined a lot from like, even from World, a lot of it's streamlined. It's a lot faster even than World. And I get why people might not... And also you have the focus mode and all this. I get why classic Monster Hunter fans might not be happy with the direction the series has gone. But in a world where it runs fine, it's a good game. Maybe it's not the best Monster Hunter game, but in a world where it runs well, it's good. And I would play it.
Casualization they've done might be a little bit overboard. You know, but generally speaking, it's a pretty sick open world game. The problem is if it actually works at a playable frame rate. Now, the thing is, Monster Hunter World is not the only game to release an unoptimized dogshit version of their product, okay? We as gamers, like, especially if you were back in, like, 2007, 2008, like, that era of PC gaming, with the DRM, with the shitty technologies that would be released at that point, yeah, it was a bad time. But shortly after, I would say towards the tail end of PS3 360, I think we started to get a little bit better when it came to the PC gaming support. But now, I swear to God, I think we've regressed to the point of like 2004, 2003. I think we've regressed to a point where one would even question, why build a computer? Why even build PC gaming? In fact, why even go out and play some of these games on consoles when they're just as bad at times? Like, if you look at games like Mind's Eye, even if you played that shit on a PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, you were still getting a dick in the ass one way or the other, okay?
Does Wilds run well on PS5? I don't actually know. Is it just horribly optimized across everything, or is it just PC?
Maybe on one platform like the PC, you could get the dick in the ass at 60, 70 frames, whereas on the others, it's just going to crash no matter what, okay? It is what it is.
That's not a high bar. Are you saying it runs good, or it runs the best?
Has not released this standalone by itself, okay? This is a long-running thing for a company like Capcom. I distinctly remember when Dragon's Dogma...
Yo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Not good. Okay.
2, excited for that game. Super duper ready. PC version ran like dog shit, and it still runs like
Oh,
dog
Dragon's
shit.
Dogma.
In fact,
Oh.
aside from Resident Evil, their games unanimously run like hot garbage on the PC. And this is the biggest IP they have. This is the most selling game. You would think out of any game that they would develop, this would be the one that gets all the attention. Again, I don't care so much about the content issues. I don't care about the game balancing. I'll let an actual Monster Hunter diehard explain that, okay? That's their realm. But I do care about this from like the consumer
Yo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
perspective. They are selling an actual broken game, and then they have the balls to slightly complain about the fact that, you know, these companies will just say, man, nobody's supporting our games. Nobody's buying any of these products. Maybe we have to shutter these IPs down the road. Looks like gamers just aren't interested in Monster Hunter, so to speak. It's not that gamers aren't interested. How is it that companies are actively just still releasing the most broken software that you could ever imagine? All without, like, ever expecting. I was remembering, like, with Mind's Eye when it came out.
Yo! Yo, thank you for the subs. Appreciate it. Thankful to something up from... Hey! Hey, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Very... Wait, Darkfire got one. Wait, how'd you not already got one, Kylo? With all of the gift subs we had the other week, I don't know how you didn't get one. Thank you. Thank you, Ari. Appreciate it.
A few days after it released...
We're watching Mudahar complain about Monster Hunter, which I very much agree with him on.
Company behind it was like,
Prime user, maybe.
Guys, we are absolutely shocked that the game is having performance problems. How? How
I
do you
don't.
not
Well,
run this
maybe
in
we-
your offices and come to a realization
Maybe you
that
won't dodge it
maybe
eventually.
we should not release the game? You know, I really feel like games have a first, I guess you could say, like, impressions mentality. Like, if your release and
Love your
the
work. Thank you,
subsequent
thank
weeks
you.
that follow it are not good and gravy, your game is going
You don't have to give them, but I
absolutely
very
die
much
in
appreciate
vigor. And
it.
It's going to take a lot of effort. Like, we're talking Cyberpunk 2077's No Man's Sky
Yep,
level of
yep.
effort and commitment to even try
It's
and
not gonna
turn that
happen, though.
around.
I
Like,
doubt it.
Those games are kind of the exception. They are certainly not the norm in this industry. Now, again, to go to Monster Hunter Wilds, like, it's a game
Maybe,
that
look, maybe by the time they bring out Master Rank, maybe by then they fix the game. I just don't believe it.
looks pretty. But again, I just played through. To go to Monster Hunter Wilds, like, it's a game that looks pretty.
I disagree. It looks pretty on a 4090. Have you played World with the HD patch? World looks beautiful.
But again, I just played through, like, I didn't finish Death Stranding 2, but I've played, like, probably 20 to 30 hours now of that game. And I'll tell you right now, without half the technologies this game is relying on, like ray tracing and frame generation, somehow that game not only looks sharper, but better than what's going on here.
Well, it
And I
looks
know
sharp.
somebody's gonna go, but that's an open world that's really dead, Muda. It's got nothing going on. And I'm just gonna tell you, brother, that's a holy cope right there if I've ever heard one. Not only does Death Stranding have actual, like, combat to go up with, but it's also running this game at a higher average resolution than the PlayStation. Now, from what I understand, Monster Hunter Wilds is running at around 1080p, and it
Sometimes.
uses upscaling technology to get to whatever your display is.
Mm-hmm.
But on performance mode, it can drop as low as like 720p. So again, we're kind of touching at worst those PS3 level like resolutions.
Yeah.
But it runs smooth because we had to crank everything down to the point.
But, you know, on my system, I was running it at 480p. 480p upscaled looks, rough, to say the least.
Where it's literally at least 2 generations behind what it should currently be. And that's not okay. Like, that's not an answer to anything. That's not how optimization works. Optimization works when you look at your engine and you look at the limitations of that engine and you think, okay, if it's really successful at a slight open world at best Resident Evil game, how do we make sure we can achieve it with this seamless open world that is Monster Hunter? If you can't manage to make that work, then maybe delaying the game is an important part. Because if it doesn't work well across the board, and this is just, again, I want to stress, it's not just a PC thing. I think the turnout on console isn't even that good either, right?
No.
And I played this on a PS5. It's not exactly the craziest good looker. If anything, during battle, it can get smeary. The only reason I ended up even buying it on PS5 in the first place is due to the fact that it runs at a better overall resolution.
Due to the fact that it runs. That's how I feel, actually.
Resolution, a frame rate, and unlike PC, I know that at least the stutters here were going to be non-existent, as opposed to a stutter problem that is still a huge issue across modern PC games.
I still need to play Death Stranding 1.
Optimizing your game has become completely dead and ridden, okay? I'm not going to blame, certain technologies entirely, even though I just kind of did with ray
Frame generate. Oh, is he a ray tracing hater as well?
I'm not going to blame, certain technologies entirely, even though I just kind of did with ray tracing. There's
Based Mudaha. Fuck ray tracing. Me and my homies hate ray tracing. I am so sick of every game being ray traced.
Still a lot of good games that drop with these technologies, like Cyberpunk, that do take advantage.
Yeah, but it came out fucking... When did Cyberpunk originally come out? Like fucking 300 years ago? It dropped in 20... Really? It was only 2020? Wow. Okay.
Pretty well. But at least when it comes to companies like Capcom, something with their engine, something with how they implement this stuff, just does not fly. And it hasn't flown since this game
doesn't have ray tracing
February.
goals.
And if anything, they just actively refuse to fix any of this. Like, they're not even releasing any meaningful content for a game that's supposed to have
Rasterization
meaningful
just works.
content drip-fed months after the game's release. But
I think ray tracing works when it's used as like an artistic style. The problem is every game is trying to look like real life, and I'm really sick of seeing ray traced lighting. I've said this before, and I've gotten angry comments about it. I don't care. I don't give a shit. If you like it, that's cool. I am sick of seeing ray tracing be used as like a fucking cope. RTX is fine if it's just, yeah, cool. Having reflections work is awesome. I do agree there. To be fair, okay, honest question, right? Do you care about realistic reflections when it was kind of good enough to just fake it? So the way you would fake it in older games is you'd put a 3D model, so you'd have like a cap, basically the mirror would be a camera, and you would just like replicate the scene on the other side. It was basically like faking the movement. It looked like a reflection, but it actually wasn't in the way they implemented it. PC Reload just does reflections and it looks good. I think people just honestly, I think devs forgot how to do reflections without ray tracing, because there are games that have reflections on the PS2. They just faked it, and they look pretty good actually.
it doesn't even matter. They could release the greatest boss fight. They could release the greatest amount of content with this game. But if you can't actually play it, even under the most expensive computers in the...
Sure, it's not a perfect solution. But at the same time, if the game's running at 15 FPS anyway, maybe try some things out. I don't care that much. I judge games based on what graphics... Not what I... Yeah, that's fair. Okay, that's fair, actually.
Market right now, because this game stutters. When your game shits itself more than somebody with chronic loose motions or something, like on a daily basis, then it doesn't matter how good of an update you release or how great of a boss fight that comes out. That is something that I think needs to be addressed. And I feel like for a lot of gamers that have spent money on this and are just actively complaining, I really feel like the best way, I guess, you can kind of do with this is probably raise a stink, or maybe not even buy another expansion that's coming out this way. There's a reason why I didn't even buy this game on PC, and it's simply because I knew the writing on the wall.
Don't pre-order. Never pre-order.
Did not care about releasing a proper product. And even on the PS5, like, it's not perfect, but at least it's far better than the stuttering messes that you could get on PC. Again, it's just a baffling reminder.
You never have... I don't... You know what? I don't understand why people pre-order games, right? I genuinely don't understand. If you... Unless you... No, not even if you know for a fact. Just wait. Because we're not in a time where there's, like, limited supply, right? Like, I understood pre-orders back when stores would have a limited number of games. You can walk into any game store and buy a new game day one. There's nothing that sells out. Obviously, hardware's an exception because, you know, that's the only place you can buy hardware. But a lot of people are just buying digital games. Game stores will have a copy. Just watch a streamer. Just watch watch a review. There will be someone playing it day one. Just look at that and then decide to buy it. I guess, look, if you want to buy it for the fucking statue and you don't even care if the game's good, fair enough. Fair enough. I understand that.
Reminder as to how companies create this kind of stuff, and then they don't bother fixing it, and then down the road, there's complaints about gamers not being interested. Like, dog, can you blame the actual gamer here? Like, can you blame somebody that came home, spent, like, their hard-earned money, and then got treated to a piece of software that cannot even properly function?
Especially for the kind of person who buys, like, one game every couple of months or one game a year.
Stuff we need to be talking, man.
How we doing with fucking random Monster Hunter?
Entire discussion of things like DRM, like de novo, which limits me from using this game across multiple sets of actual, like, hardware, all because that's just their arbitrary restriction. Like, bro, if I want to run this on multiple computers or even try to run this on my Steam Deck, as stupid as that idea is, I should be allowed to.
Or just a Linux system in general. In case you don't know, Proton versions are counted as new activations according to de novo. So if you have to change your Proton versions more than 5 times in a day, well, good luck.
Simply because I bought my game, I should be allowed to just connect to the internet, since I already have signed into my Steam account actively. I should be allowed to run this game all day, every day.
That would be nice.
Why is it that not only are they selling me a license, but they're selling me the most invasively annoying license imaginable? You know, this is one of those things where, like, I've just been watching it from the sidelines. Like, I'm somebody that has tried to really get into Monster Hunter, and I play Monster Hunter. Like, it's not that I don't. I've been playing this franchise since the PSP days. I just have not been, like, the most active player. But I thought that was going to change with Monster Hunter Wilds. It unfortunately has not. And if anything, it's the one game that, for a lot of my friends who do actually...
Brody, what's your message to someone who still plays WWE 2K games and pre-orders the Ultimate Premium $100 version? Okay, we need to be clear about something, right? When I talk about gamers, sports gamers are very different to regular gamers. I know people who they will buy FIFA every single year. They don't play video games, they play FIFA. They don't play video games, they play NBA 2K or F1 or WWE or like anything like that. My cousin is like this? Yeah.
Play this, especially my friends on the PC.
They're gonna buy it no matter what.
One of the most awful
and then probably spend $3,000 on the game.
It would be one thing if this was a free-to-play game, but it is not. It is a fucking full-priced release.
Yes, there are sports fans who play... Yeah, there are sports fans who play games as well, but a lot of the people who are buying sports games are just sports fans.
And they just won't fix it. It's actually insane. Anyways, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like if you dislike it, Man, I tell you what, dude, gaming is...
It's fun, isn't it?
Buy good games like System Shock 2.
Yeah, let's play games to the fucking 90s.
But thank God they run better. Even if you want to play something recent, buy the System Shock remake, man. buy Shadows, buy anything else. Just don't buy the PC game made by a multi-million.
Go play Dragon's Dogma
company.
1.
Somehow still can't manage to optimize it at all. Insane.
Yup. Absolutely agree. We kind of ran over today. I thought we'd be done at the 4 o'clock mark, but you know, we're here 20 minutes later. So it is what it is. Anyway. I fucking hate video games. Now, man, I want Wilds to be good. I hope it gets fixed at some point. I don't think it's going to be. Yeah. So, I guess I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. That's, yep, exactly. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chill for a bit or something, and, yeah. Tomorrow we have the podcast with a developer of a text editor, which is cool, called Lily. It's like a Vim-inspired text editor. Red episode is next week. I had to double check. Yeah. So, catch you guys. I need the boyfriend episode. Don't worry, we will play Split Fiction at some point. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Catch you guys later. Peace out. Yeah. Play video games that are good, like Expedition 33. Yeah, go play that. That's a good one. See you guys later.
Bum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum.